So, boop. So you
Boop, beep, boop,
guys
boop.
get a send off from Reef as you guys are set on a boat, heading towards another island nearby, Cublex. From what you have heard and what Reef has mentioned, this island is very different, but is more developed in a sense than the Surfside. From what actually, give me a second. Igneous and Yusa.
Okay.
I would like you to roll me a. I'm trying to think. What's the responsible knowledge check?
Intuition?
Intuition or general ed?
Either one, I would say.
Okay.
Intuition or general ed check?
General ed is
Intuition,
better for me.
please.
You can choose between the two.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Intuition.
10 from 3d6.
Okay, let's see what B gets.
Yes. Oh yeah. Let me actually do the thought.
I could re-roll, but that's actually pretty good.
I would also say this is not as much of a consequential roll, right?
16.
Nice, B.
Okay. So, you don't remember much. So first of Igneous, you don't remember much about what you've heard of about Couple X over your time, right?
Yeah.
You know it's the island. You know that unlike Surfside, which is like a beach island and stuff, it's very rocky cliffs, that kind of style, a bit more. And you also know that it's the place of Deoxys. Okay?
Oh.
Yusa, on the other hand, you remember a bit more about this island.
Yusa knows everything. Not literally.
You remember this island is actually, like, while, yes, Pale Rock is sciencey, to say the least, and yes, you have the 2 professor labs, this island is actually the science hub of the region, alongside Chopin City. Chopin City being more on the factory production side, this side being more on the, like, research end.
Okay.
Right? You remember that this also holds the space station.
Yes. Space station.
Good old space.
Yeah.
Never let us down.
And yeah, is one of the major things. You knew the Guardian's name's Astra.
Okay.
You only really met Astra once or twice as a kid, because obviously you traveled around to schools, right? At some point.
Yes.
So you have met Astra, though Astra is not a teacher for the school. For what you know, Astra works at the Space Center.
Okay.
Okay. So that's the information you know.
She'll pass this. She'll, and when they're talking about and preparing for the journey and stuff, she'll share.
Ruby is like at the front of the boat doing like the "I'm the king of the world" pose.
And also, like, as it comes into sight, more built up and stuff, but Ruby, this site may look a bit familiar to you in a sense.
Oh?
The style of the buildings, the architecture, but it may remind you a bit of home in a way.
Oh, interesting.
Another town of the home region, Mosteep City.
Yes.
Though not your home specifically, you from a home region, it may remind you of Mosteep City itself. If you mixed Mosteep with Moorville and the way Moorville's built up, right?
Oi, people who have, like, been here, forever, how common is it for Hoopa to just yoink people out of their dimension?
It sounds like it happens every other week with who we've met.
Because, I'm not gonna lie, I think somebody might have stolen some plans from, like, another area.
Okay.
It just looks real familiar, is what I'm saying.
You still just kind of, it's just like shrugging the, okay, I don't really know.
I'm not trying to say that your people are, stealing architecture and culture from another people, but what I am saying is maybe we just be a little aware. I wonder if they've ever seen, like, our champion. He's super cool, but, like, a little posh. Like, guy's a little head ass, but it's fine.
Out of character, which one?
I was referring to Steven.
There are several.
yeah.
For that reason. There's what, 3 different?
No, there's 2 for Horin. Because it's Wallace.
Oh yeah, thing is, Wallace was originally before Steven took over.
No, Wallace was a gym leader before taking over champion. Wallace was the 8th gym, I believe.
Yeah.
Which is now 1. So yeah.
But yeah, that's why I'm like, yeah, he's a little head ass, but it's fine. It's fine.
Valid.
Anyway, why are you guys so, like, focused on... We'll figure stuff out when we get there. The weather is actually nice for once.
Oh, while we're on the boat, can I attempt to breed Evie Stone?
Sure. You got time.
Well,
Oh, you know what?
Well,
I
that's
should
not-
also probably figure out what I find in the random trash cans on the boat. Let's see, do I find evolution stones for myself or my friends?
Med, have a EVA. I rolled a 12 exactly.
Oh, fucking A. Are you guys doing exclamation point roll or backslash roll?
Exclamation mark.
Exclamation mark.
Okay. We have dog shit rolls on the pickup. Yeah.
7 and
love to
8.
see it.
We have that panned. So berries, both of them. I can.
You
If
get
it's a
berries.
good berry, I can grow them if we get the seed for them.
Let me just look up berry list. Honestly, I was hoping you'd roll better. Like,
Yeah, me too. Like, at any
Oh,
point
like-
during this campaign would be nice.
because
Also-
now I've got to decide what berries to give you.
Also,
Honestly,
I'm gonna water my apricorn dawn. It might be fully grown. I need to check the thing. Okay.
yeah, I think it's close. Wait, did you harvest it the other session, so it wouldn't be?
I don't know if it takes 2 or 3 sessions to regrow. Remember, we were checking the book.
Yeah, I don't remember.
That's what I'm trying to pull up. Because I
Okay,
remember I replanted and watered it once last session, so it was at 1.
yeah. Okay, you find a citrus berry,
Okay, I'll fuck with a citrus.
and you find... Ooh, I'm gonna choose an interesting one for you.
Okay.
Starfberry.
Oh.
Starfberry.
Wait,
Plus
doesn't
two-
that increase your speed?
No, it's +2 combat stages to a random stat.
May only be used at 25% HP or lower.
Unless
Yep.
you have gluttony.
Okay.
So it's a Hail Mary.
It
yeah,
is a Hail
it's a Hail
Mary.
Mary.
But put it on something like, say, Bella, who's a mixed attacker. And really,
It could just
you
end up
can't
going into a
miss.
defense. It could honestly just end up going into defense, though, as well.
Yeah, but, I mean, who's gonna say no to extra defense?
True.
Actually, I'll say. So while we're still getting started, literally it was like 3 minutes ago. I was messaged that supper was ready. So I'm gonna go now while we're not really in the middle of anything. and go
Okay,
get
Dawn.
food. I will be
So-
right back.
So it takes 2 days for a plant to mature. So the last one would have been day 0, so this would be day 1, right?
Yeah. I'm not exactly going by days, I'll be going by sessions.
A plant's caretaker should roll the plant's yield roll every day after becoming mature. So
Oh.
it sounds like it just stays mature.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm checking. That's what it sounds like to me. So it says, once planted, it takes 2 days for a plant to mature. After becoming mature, a plant's caretaker should roll the plant's yield roll every day. They gain a number of berries or herbs or apricorns equal to the result of the yield rolls. If the result is 0 or negative number, no berries are received that day.
Oh, that's why there's a negative number option, is because
Alright.
just grows.
So do we want to go with how this is?
Sure, but
I
I
can
will probably keep the rolls to the old rolls then as a
That's
balance
fine.
because
So it's
yeah.
1d2 minus. Thing is, how this doesn't make any sense though. Yield roll is 1d2 minus 2, so it's always going to be 0 or negative.
That doesn't make sense.
Like, I'm legit looking at it here. Let me see your picture. I think
What
it makes sense.
what about 1d4 minus 2?
Because I think they make it so you have to have mulch in this.
Okay, what about 1d4 minus 2? We do
Okay,
that?
that
So
works.
you can still get 0 and negative, but you have a 50-50.
2. Well, 4 minus 2, 2. I get 2 black apricorns. That's why I have growing.
Yes, we'll do 1d4.
And do we want to do it so that if I want to plant nails, I have to reset everything?
Yes. That's a balance thing, right?
Yes, but so every session I'll be growing for apricorns or berries until I reset my plant, pretty much.
Yeah.
Love that.
I'm gonna wait
PTU is confusing.
for the main. I'll wait for B to come back because then to start the main thing. I was like, I'm gonna wait to start the main thing till B comes back, right?
Yeah.
I'm going black
If you
apricorns, which are
are-
heavy balls.
You are
So I'm
close to the.
Fair.
To the
I have mental uses if anyone wants them, yada yada. I'm gonna use
maybe a thing that happens later on in life, but I need to find a certain stone first.
I need a certain stone also, but B needs the same stone. How
This
dare
seems like an
this.
issue.
We both need the U stone.
Wait, what does B need it for?
Gallade.
Ah, okay.
Oh, I was like, the used? Oh, the Dawnstone. There we go. Yes.
Do I mention that that's my?
You keep crying out.
Do I mention that is my favorite stone armor in Pixelmon because it means no full damage?
Well, I like dust stone for food.
Yeah, but I'm really bad at full damage. Have you met me?
I have. Once or twice.
Oh no, I've never seen you before. I don't know what. Don't count the fact that we're on session 11 and that doesn't even include captain sessions. You mean this?
Yeah, don't. It's fine. You've never seen me. I am an enigma. I simply.
That's my job.
Well, do your job better.
I'm an extra abomination.
I thought for a second you said I'm up for nomination. I was like, what the fuck? Who's the head of household? That's a joke for all you Big Brother fans out there.
I don't watch it, but I do know about it.
Bits and pieces.
I've said it before. I don't know if I've ever said it on stream, but I know I've said it before that I applied 2 years in a row, I think, for Big Brother Canada. And now Big Brother Canada doesn't exist anymore.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it just wasn't bringing in the ratings.
It happens sometimes, unfortunately.
My immediate response was gonna be making a stupid joke. And I'm not going to, so I'm gonna just sit here.
Well,
I'm
now
back.
you have to make the stupid joke.
Welcome back.
Nah.
Dawn, make the stupid joke.
It was like you were talking about betrayal. It was to make the joke of that people say Canadians are super nice. Maybe that's why. Because people were being super nice to each other in it.
Oh, yeah, no. But I wish.
It was a joke based on the whole Canadian
Oh, I
thing
know.
that
The
people-
stereotype of like you're watching this for like drama, and everybody's just like, you know what, bud, you evicted me, and that's pretty fair.
Yeah, you didn't miss anything because we figured out how my apricorns work, and it's sort of stupid.
Okay. Oh no.
You get nothing unless you use mulch on them. Basically, a plant stays mature and you roll 1d2 minus 2 every day.
So I've changed it to 1d2 minus 4.
Or 1d4 minus 2.
Yeah, the exact opposite of what Don just said.
Yeah, I don't want to get a -2 at least every day.
It actually starts to siphon your
Beautiful.
blood from it.
I also can't hear anything.
Oh no.
Oh,
Skill
oh,
issue?
it should be up to here. Rude.
I thought you couldn't hear anything.
That's the first thing I heard. Coming
Yeah,
back.
that would be my luck.
Okay.
What, you have luck?
Yeah, bad luck.
Yeah, that
You,
Med has an EVA. I think that's all my days besides Mentor.
Yeah, and mentor is just a thing that'll get used probably at the end.
Yeah, this starts, as you are watching over and doing all this, you see in the distance an island.
And it's in the sky?
No.
That's the castle.
No,
No.
it's in Maria.
How many references can we all make?
I've made an AOS reference. I also heard a few other ones. Castle in the
Ben knows-
Sky.
Ben knows which kind of reference I just did.
Yeah.
But yeah, you see a rocky island, cliffs. There is a pier, a pretty good one. Like this is like there's a pretty good pier and dock style thing. Braid is braiding really hard right now. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I'm trying to
It's okay,
describe.
Dawn.
This looks almost like a built-up city if it wasn't for the fact that it's on an island and it's quite small. The island isn't exactly big at the same time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
She just sort of leans over the front way more than she probably should. But you also get the feeling from Ruby that she is pretty at home on a boat. And she just kind of goes, I think that's land ho.
Hey, Ruby, make a perception check for me.
Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Let's figure out what my perception is. I don't think it's as good as Sola's. Nope. But that's fine. Because we went to under maximum for 3 dice.
Well, yeah. So you notice, you see 3 kids playing like on the docks, right? And you actually recognize all 3 of them, right?
Are they?
You notice Luna and Helio, Annabelle's twins, right?
Uh-huh.
You see Aurora,
How
Celestina's
in
daughter.
the...
God, I'm
No,
gonna-
there's no way. She grabs like a fucking spyglass from like a random tourist and just... How do they get here before us is the only thing I'm worried about. Is like...
Ruby, you gotta think. Like, their parents are like gym leaders.
Well, yeah, she kind of checks her notes because she's pretty sure neither of their parents are gym leaders for psychic types. And it's just like, okay, so when you become a gym leader in this region, do you just get the ability to teleport? Because don't get me wrong, I think at this point in my life I'd believe that. But like, okay, kiddos, let's see what you're up to. Oh, you should probably have this back. She just gives spyglass back to a random person.
Dawn, can you look at an MPU campaign? I highlight a section. Does that look like a typo to you? It's on the official website. Is it only list 3, or do you get 3 of those?
I don't know, honestly.
Nutty the fuck? The target loses 1 key point and gains any 3 of the following Poke Edges. So they would gain...
All 3 or 1 3 times or 2 3 times?
No, you choose which of the 3.
But I only list 3.
any 3 of the following Poke... Oh, because those can be taken multiple times. So
Yeah.
any combination, as long as it adds up to 3. So you could do 2 skill improvements, 1 capability training. You could do
Or one of
all
each.
3.
That's quite good.
Yeah.
Okay, now back to regularly scheduled program. Sorry for that.
Yeah.
So yeah, you notice you recognize 3 kids. The rest of you, if you point them out, by the way, would recognize Luna and Helio. And like, you've seen Aurora when you guys were doing your gym battle, right? Like in the stands. But you,
Sorry, Matt
other
and I
than
are
that,
distracted
you
on.
haven't really seen Aurora.
Sorry.
I think
Sorry. B just clinked both of my brain cells together and there is a spark.
Oh, God.
Most things could be shared later. I don't even know if we're right or if
Do
what's
we remember
happening is right.
which of the... Whose kid do we know, at least right now, that Aurora is?
you know.
We know.
Only,
You know.
Ruby, only you know that is Celestina's kid.
I thought we got introduced to Aurora.
No,
They were
you
in the
didn't. Like,
stands, weren't they?
yeah, she was in the stands. Celestina said my kid's in the stands, but did you guys look? I mean, that's your choice.
Not really, no.
Honestly, I'll be honest, probably not.
Yeah. Because they were with Annabelle, Luna, and Helio in the stands.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, I think, honestly, I'm just going to play to the dumbness that is Ruby, of being like, oh, well, they're all a bunch of friends. I'm guessing they're just having a play date over here in a random island in the middle of nowhere.
I had.
Dawn's headphones got unplugged. Rip.
I could hear again.
Can
Nice.
you?
Can you ever
Yeah.
hear?
So, Ben, what did you say?
Ruby is more focused on just like, how the hell did they get here? Like, just, how did they get here before us? We were on a pretty damn early boat.
They do have someone that can fly faster and probably teleportation.
Yeah.
And also, these guys weren't at Surfside. They were at Pale Rock, but they weren't at Surfside. I was, but not Luna, Helio, or Aurora.
Oh, quickest distance between 2 points is a straight line. Gotcha. Okay.
Just realizing you didn't see any of these guys at Surfside.
That's true,
specifically.
Mid, unless you use a wormhole.
Honestly,
Okay, a wormhole would be the direct path.
this place is an abomination to math.
There's not even a map of this place. Can I just say that as the DM?
We know where some things are, like we know where the power plant is, and that's about it.
Yeah.
There's
I just-
the roughest sketch of a map ever that I think I made early on in this. I don't even know if Don still knows where it is or uses.
No, I don't.
So
I'm just
yeah.
going my best. I have a kind of idea where everything is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like so far, I'm kind of placing towns as I go, though.
It's fine. That's kind
Understandable.
of
Well,
that's kind of world building. Don. That's just world building. It just happens.
I will say this. Imagine Pharaoh's having his right hand over his forehead at what Ruby said, just out of embarrassment.
What?
What
What?
Ruby said about the kids being there before
Oh.
us.
I don't know if did Ruby actually make a comment about them being there before us.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, no, this is
Okay.
all fully set in character.
Okay.
As she's like, ah,
Okay.
clever girl. So, okay, I don't know if you guys can see as far as I can, but Annabelle's kids and the Goth Baddie's kid is here. The
So I guess Musa will kind of look out at Aurora. She's like, oh, that's Celestina's kid.
yes. Which is cool. So she might be around, or they might just be visiting another school. Because apparently you guys say they just, like, do that sometimes.
Yeah, especially earlier on in your education, you tend to, travel about because for the different specialties, people like to get an idea of dance. People will come to Melody for, learning about science and, some of the more different things. We'll come here to Couplets.
And then they come to where I live, near where I live, for ninja school.
Yeah, for like basic self-defense and stuff.
Okay, so you said, like, sciencey stuff, so, like, this place is real sciencey?
Yeah, it's very. She was sharing this earlier. It's very heavy on like the research side, of like science, because Pale Rock is more geology, and paleontology and fossils and stuff. This is more like research.
I'm sure they compare
science.
notes quite often.
Oh, probably. Also, I will say, Dawn, I realize I just kind of said that about the things, but also that makes sense, right?
Yeah, I do have some. Like, I just messaged Weepin because Weepin's not from the. Ignis
I said nearby where I live.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was telling you this is technically the. By the way, here's the kind of specialty of your town.
Yeah, thank you.
I've sent that to Weepin. What Ignis's town would it be specialized in?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So you pull up to the harbor, and you do also manage to see one more person you recognize looking over their kids. Nate.
Okay. Annabelle's probably watching over the school, making sure that the place doesn't get burnt down. I don't know why we left Annabelle in charge of that, but anyway.
Annabelle would be right there with the blowtorch.
Yeah, Annabelle's at the ninja school.
I feel like she is like the cause of and solution to most fires.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah, Nate is watching over the three kids. Like, you also see some Pokemon around these kids. You see obviously the two Zoroas, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And you see a Minior
Ooh,
Okay.
makes sense
See?
for this town.
floating around Aurora.
Is it sealed
Okay.
or is it busted?
Let me look. Is it that purple Minior form? Because if so, it's purple.
There's pink and black. I don't think purple. There's red, blue, white. Black is shiny. Yellow, pink. I want to say.
No, there is a purple one. The purple one.
Okay.
You just
There is a
see
pop one.
Ruby very confused. Does Aurora have a pet rock?
I say, Musa, I don't know if she might I don't know if she really recognizes it, but recognizes it as a Pokemon at minimum and takes out her Pokedex.
Hey,
See if it can read
everyone,
it.
take a look at PT Mythical World.
Okay.
Oh,
Just
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. The purple.
So what-
Okay. Those are
Um,
adorable.
nice.
You hear Minior, the medium Pokemon. This is its form where its shell has fallen off. The color of its core depends on the materials that made up the food it ate.
Okay.
So that one eats amethyst. Good to know.
That's probably, assuming it's eating gem. Is it as other information that we would probably know? The purple Minior we eat. I don't even know if we would know this.
I mean a joke.
Okay.
Do we
It's like,
go
okay, so
Pokemon
it
Ed?
eats- So it eats purple stuff. Interesting. You know what makes sense?
You know what? Not everyone can have the Sunny D.
No, that's a yellow one.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying, right? Like, someone's got to eat the purple stuff. Once again, like, shout out to the fucking 3 people in the chat that might know the old Sunny D commercials.
I remember some of them.
But yeah.
Yeah, when we dock and something, I think Ruby will sort of make a straight dash for the kids and their parents to go and say hi.
It is
Yeah.
just want to
The
follow
only
the
parent
main
that is
story.
there is Nate. Nate is the overseeing parent of this playdate.
So Nate
Okay.
is the same one.
And he's the ninja guy, right?
He
Yes.
is
Yes.
Annabelle's husband.
Yes.
That's Annabelle's husband.
And just approach and be like, hey, so, great minds think alike in terms of travel, huh?
Yeah, Pluto and Helio wanted to come to see the Space Center, and Aurora was, of course, wanted, and of course they wanted to play it with Aurora while they were here.
Aurora, are you originally from here?
Oh, yeah, yeah, Aurora just looks up. Yeah, I'm from here.
Oh. Huh. I thought... Isn't Celestina from a different... Or maybe she was from here and then just, like, moved?
No. Celestia is from Pale Rock. Sorry. She is from Pale Rock. She moved back when she became Guardian.
Oh. Okay. So how are you from... Do I just not know how things are... How are you from here?
I was born here.
Nutty the fuck? Okay. No, but no, that's...
Just, the kid just be like, I was born here, as if that wasn't the most obvious thing ever.
You know what? Kid, fair enough. As you were, tiny soldier, I'm just gonna be a confused person.
I'm just gonna be a confused person.
Oh, by the way, Nate, we were able to solve the stuff that happened over at Pale Rock. We talked to the 2, legendary deities of the ocean. So that was a weekend.
Okay,
Yeah, that did happen.
I'm glad you got that fixed. I'm guessing you're here to see the Guardian of this area.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And as Aurora hears that, Aurora perks up like, oh, you want to go see her?
Oh.
Her. Yes.
Yeah, we're here to talk with she's like gonna say Astra, like trying to make sure she remembers the name. She's remembering the name right.
Basically, and Aurora basically grabs Ruby's hand and starts dragging Ruby towards the
Oh.
Space Center.
We're going this way now.
I'm gonna follow
This way.
to make sure she doesn't get arrested.
Oh yeah, no, we're all gonna follow.
We need to keep I think we need to keep an eye on her.
Hold on, Aurora. Do you want to ride?
Sure.
I'm gonna send out
no.
Bella because the last time she saw her was a tiny doggo, and
Wait,
is
that
now
the
a
puppy?
big doggo.
Is that the puppy?
Oh yeah.
I want to ride the puppy.
Yes, of course. I'm gonna kind of help her on and get on with her, and be like, Bella, to the space station.
Guys, do you feel like something bad is about to happen here?
There's probably no laws against it.
She's just kind of like, not yet. I don't even know.
He's obviously following you guys, keeping an eye on bringing Luna and Helio along, of course. 'cause
Yeah. Like
Aurora's
we're
under
all following.
Yeah.
I know we need to keep an eye on the kids, but I feel like we have 4 kids to watch after.
To be fair, she's not going at maximum speed because she does have an Arcanine with extreme speed.
Mhm.
But
By the way,
she's
I'm always just looking at the arc and I just go faster, faster, just having the time of her life.
Oh, I'm sure.
yeah. We do a couple of laps around the building, waiting for the rest of them to catch up. Huh. Well, it's about time you guys got here. A little bit slow, but you know, it is what it is.
Well, look, guys, we need now. You guys are finally here. We need to go inside.
Well,
I think we'll follow in.
Yep.
So when you go in, you see like a bunch of like scientists doing research about stuff on space. You see, Aurora seems to run over to this one scientist, long red hair and stuff, who seems to be looking over a meteorite.
Okay.
The scientist turns around and looks. Aurora, what are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be at the pier with Nate and Luna and Helium?
I say, how long does it take for this for her to turn around for this person to turn around and see that Aurora is indeed here with
As soon as she hears Aurora, she turns around.
okay. How does she realize that there's a whole ton of people behind Aurora?
Oh, you must be the ragtag group of people who were chosen by Mute.
So just gonna like look at the group and go, yeah, we are.
that about sums us up. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is it your Astra then?
Yeah.
Well, lovely place that you have here. Great to meet you. Hi, I'm Ruby, different dimension.
Makes sense. I'm Astra, guardian of Deoxys. This is Cuplix, the town Deoxys looks over.
Ooh. Wait, that's one that I've actually heard of before. The, like, DNA Pokemon, the swirly looking one.
Yeah. Actually.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. I know that you've probably heard everything that's been going on through, like, your group chat and everything. Do you have any sort of leads on where Manaphy may be?
Like, Astra just kind of sighs. It's like, I don't know much, honestly. Deoxys is safe, I will tell that. I am made sure.
Okay, that's good to
Honestly.
know.
And then I would like you guys to make a perception check, because Astra's gonna mumble something, and perception doesn't have to be sight.
No, it doesn't.
That is true.
Let me double check this. But I think
Perception is untrained.
I don't notice anything.
How
I'm
did I
gonna
get the highest?
I'm gonna re-roll that with Skill Monkey because I got 8 with 5d6. Look at
Yeah.
that.
That is
That-
okay, because y'all cannot see the Discord. That is 5d6s that came up 4, 1, 1, 1, 1.
I managed to get a 3 on 2d6.
Oh,
And the next
God.
one comes up as 4, 1, 1, 1, 2.
Plus 2.
I can't re-roll that again.
You can with me. Let me help you out with that.
Just a flat 5d6.
Plus 3, because it's plus my rank.
Yeah.
Much better. Thank you.
Oh
Okay,
yes,
so-
much better.
Okay, so Musa, you hear nothing.
Yeah, Musa hears nothing. Musa is oblivious.
Ruby, you hear something, but you can't fully make it out.
Hey,
Okay.
you're really good with hearing. Just listen. No, that way.
Varus and Igneous, though. I made the DC of 15, funny enough. So, you hear this statement. I don't think Aurora could have handled losing another one of the Pokemon she cares about.
I'm gonna quietly whisper to the others to tell them what I heard.
Same.
Oh, that doesn't sound very good.
Basically, because if you think Genesect is gone,
Yeah.
Aurora is Celestina's kid.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah,
so I called this from the start.
Yeah.
It took me all of 2 seconds to catch on to this fact. Granted,
Mhm.
I'm sorry, but even though I'm not from here, I still find that rude. So you should at least show some sympathy.
Well, they're
For
not being
what?
rude. They're just
Who's
saying
being
they don't want Aurora to lose another Pokemon.
Yeah,
I
but
say
the way
who's-
they said it, though.
They just whispered it. Like they didn't say it in a rude manner.
Just said that they didn't. Yeah.
yeah.
Didn't want the
it was
kid
more
to
in a
lose.
kind of like, you know, those mumbles to yourself of like reflection, of like thought almost. It was said like that. Right.
Hey,
And almost yeah.
anything that you know might be helpful. We want to go out and help these people, but we're sort of at a dead end.
I will say give me a minute. I just need to look at one of my old DMs, okay? Because there was gonna be something. This person does know something, but not much, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
They know something. You just need to remember what they know.
Yeah, and that's why I need to go back a bit.
Mhm.
What do your elf eyes see?
Everything.
I will say, I knew one of the admins of the team
Oh.
back in the day.
Oh.
Okay.
And-
I'm there with you. I think I know who you're talking about.
So, he was actually from here, right? I remember him just being a student of mine, like a student of the town. He was super interested in thing, but then the leader came around, visited the town. Hadn't seen him since.
You said that
Until I
he's.
heard. Sorry.
No, you
Go
go
ahead.
on that. Finish.
Until I heard the description of someone that was spotted near Pale Rock when Genesects went missing.
You said he used to live here. Did he have a resident? We might put a residence we could look for any info or anything.
Yeah, not far from here. He about so near the Pokemon Center. There's a couple houses. It's the second one.
Do you know?
It's been abandoned for a couple years now, though.
Would you mind if we take a look at this place, see if we can find anything?
No, of course. Just be careful. No one's stepped in or out of that place in a few years.
Of course.
Mhm.
Thank you. So, Ignis is going to start heading towards there because they're like a dog to a bone. They want to go there immediately.
Yeah.
We're going
Yeah.
house raiding.
Apparently
well,
that's
that
what
is
we're doing.
happening. Varus goes up behind Ruby and pulls her by the ear to make sure she stays in line.
Would you?
Okay.
I'm
Look,
fine. I
Varus,
said I
stop
wasn't
it.
going to. I will be fine.
I'm just gonna say, stop it. She's
We're
fine.
fine. But yeah. So I'm assuming we're all heading there now to break and enter.
Yes.
I have an idea for that. Let me check my Pokemon's capabilities. If not, I might need your help, B.
wait, hold on.
Yeah,
What are you trying to do?
here, I'm going to send out Sam, my Sandygast, the Morphous, so they can fit into any gap pretty much.
Oh!
I'm gonna have them go under the door and open the door from the other side. But you have Shellos that can do the same thing.
Yeah, Shellos is the same thing. And can climb up walls. Shellos can climb up walls.
So they're like putty, so they can stretch their body, they can condense them, they can. And here, the capability says they're able to squeeze through tight spaces such as under a door. The capability even says that.
I think I just watched this and I'm just like, that's unsettling.
Yeah, obviously, I'm guessing Shadows goes under the door.
Yeah,
Sandy Gas and White Shellos as well.
yeah.
God.
Between the combination of these Pokemon, they managed to open the door from the other side.
Yay!
To be honest, I'm kind of surprised by the Shellos. Sending gas.
I mean, Shellos can.
Shellos is based on a
Amorphous?
slug. It's based on a
Yeah.
slug, which are.
It has
can do anything.
Amorphous and Wall Climber. It can climb up the wall, climb up the door.
Yeah, but how does it? I'm just curious on how it can open
Well-
a door with no hands.
Okay,
It can turn the doorknob.
it borrowed Sandy Ghost's shovel and used it and had it in its mouth.
There's a
Fair.
team. There was 2 of them. Also, I love that imagery. Yes, that's how it happened. I don't care however we were thinking about it, that's how it happened.
That
It
was.
was the shovel.
Yes.
That's what
yes,
happened.
Incredibly disturbing, yes.
And I'm assuming you want to roll a perception when we get inside.
Yeah, sure. You do notice the place is very dark, dusty, clearly a
Oh, wait. Do I have Wantless on me? I have Wantless on me. I'm going to start Wantless, who has glow.
Okay, roll for perception.
Okay. All of us, probably.
Yep.
Oh, that crap.
I got
23.
a 10 on 2d6, so not that bad, actually.
The 23.
Let's split up and
Yes.
search for clues, gang.
Yeah, I mean, I got a 10 on 2d6, so I did good for what I can do.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Varys, you don't spot super much. Like everything seems a bit dusty, dirty. You do see, you see like what seems to be a basically a normal house, pretty much just an abandoned one, right? Apologies, it's a 7. There's not much I can do with a 7.
Yeah,
No, there really
it's
isn't.
understandable.
Yeah, Musa,
Okay.
you do notice a couple things. You notice, some books that, you notice, the shelves seem to be, have gaps in them. There's books missing.
Okay.
more than things.
Interesting.
It's more just obviously there's, stuff seems missing and scattered
Yeah.
almost. Like, this person left quick,
Yeah.
right?
So look,
Ruby,
she'll
you
kind of probably voice that muttering out oh, they left in a hurry.
Yeah, Ruby, you notice some similar stuff. Not much else. More to kind of add to the fact that they left in a hurry, you noticed while yes it's turned off, you noticed there was a pan left on the stove and stuff like that. Kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm just yeah, it didn't even look like it was planned. It wasn't even a planned hurry. This is still part of. Oh, also, hello, Raven, and thank you for the raid.
Hey, Raven.
Hi, Raven.
It's a Raven.
Bub is the word.
Oh my god.
I apologize for nothing.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm just dude was still making dinner. What the hell?
Then, weeping. You get that. English gets to have a bit of a more look, especially with the help of Flaffy, right?
Yeah.
Notices you see a bunch of books scattered across a desk, right? You notice a bunch of books scattered across a desk. Books that almost feel like they could fit in those places in that bookshelf.
Oh, so yeah, these books from the bookshelf.
I'm going to go up to them and try and put them where they were on the bookshelf. This is triggering secret door vibes to me.
Secret tunnel! Secret tunnel! So, I'm gonna give you a list. So yeah, I'm gonna make up a puzzle on the spot.
Oh.
Okay.
Give me a minute.
I'm
And
gonna also
also,
pass this on to everyone so we can all work on it together.
Yeah.
Sorry, did you say secret bookshelf? I'm in.
and also, I'm trying to make Pokemon puns on top of all of this.
Yeah.
Understandable. So like the
For this-
black and white second gym, pretty much.
Wait, let me look up black and white second gym puzzle. Because did I accidentally copy one of the puns already?
You don't. Maybe you had to look for specific books based on what people told you, and they'd have clues for the next one.
Oh yeah. I remember that there were some puns in that.
I'm trying to see if I accidentally used the puns. I've already wrote one pun. I want to see if I used one of the puns already, and if I can steal the rest for ideas, right?
There's
In the
some
nicest
interesting
way.
I was gonna say,
I'm not
even
the
if you
best at
have, welcome to DMing. What we basically do is plagiarism.
Okay, to be fair, the first one I came up with on the top of my head, right?
Fair.
I say, well, I will say, probably while everyone, look, Musa's probably already over looking at the bookshelf, not for, the puzzle aspect of it, but, to try to, what's missing and stuff.
I'm just wondering, how much of this is Dawn improvising? Like, how much have we derailed Dawn already?
Nah, I improvised this whole session pretty much, except the beginning. Yeah. Okay, how to get through the gym puzzle. Okay. I found the info on a gym puzzle. Okay, it does not have the pun I was gonna do. I've heard this pun somewhere before. So, thing. Let me look up list of Pokemon so I can make pun. Sorry, I didn't plan this puzzle, okay? But I'm going to do it properly, right?
You're fine.
Weeping said this gives us secret tunnel vibes. Okay, bet we're making it a secret tunnel.
Like-
Is that what just happened on?
Yeah.
Like, books on a desk and then a bookcase obviously missing said books.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I'm just going, Dawn, is this what just happened? Did Weeping just invent a puzzle?
Dawn was like, well, it was. I've had so many moments like this as a DM where people are like, I bet you it's this really cool thing. And you're like,
And then I'm like,
Yup.
okay, cool thing.
Yup, definitely always was.
totally, that was always the plan.
Or when you managed to, I had a time, there was we were in a massive just puzzle after puzzle sort of session. It was a fun session, but the DM, we wound up, it's like you had to walk across, tiles on a floor to make a word, and we wound up, finding a word that was not, we wound up finding a solution to the puzzle that matched what we were supposed to do, but that wasn't the intended solution.
Nice.
Congratulations. Well, yes. So I had a similar situation come up in, oh my god, what was it called again? Loose Ends. Where it was supposed to be the solution was the word specter. And when they got all the letters, they were like, oh, it's scepter. It's like, fuck. It's not, though, and it's specifically Spectre because that's what's supposed to come out at the end. But luckily, they got it.
You know when you're just Googling the name of, well-known books, right? Just so you can make puns out their titles?
Fair.
Pride and Prejudice.
I couldn't think of a good pun for that one.
What we did was, ours was walking across tiles to spell how to get out. It was like close or open or get out or something like that.
Yeah.
But we managed to spell I think open or something, which was not the intended solution, but still managed to fit. We get from where we entered to where we're supposed to leave with stepping on the tiles that say open the door or something.
Yeah.
Which was not the intended solution.
Look at what I just sent you, Dawn.
The
Give me a
DM kind of
minute.
actually said like
DM me
Here's-
that.
the DM actually said so that is a solution that is not what I wrote down.
But
But
no,
you guys have the right thing.
look at the subreddit, Dawn.
You
There's
have the
so
right idea.
many. Like,
Yes, I'm stealing
Also,
so many of this.
they did Price and Prejudice and Prejudice. So Price and
yeah, I'm
Ice.
stealing as many of these as I can, so I don't have to make as many as myself.
So what
I'll be
happened
honest.
in context? I googled Pokemon book puns, and there was a PTU post from a year ago on Reddit about asking for ideas for Pokemon book puns.
That is amazing.
And there's
I will say
dozens of
probably keep and save that link because that'll be fun to for
them. I sent it to Dawn.
later.
Like, people suggested dozens and dozens.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like, yeah, this is one of my favorites. Ketzer and the Rhydon.
Catcher
I
in the
love
Rhydon is
That's-
pretty damn good.
I will say that's what I'm not using, sadly.
To kill a
That is
Delibird.
a pretty good one.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Mime.
That's so
God.
good.
I love that one.
Fellowship of the Ursaring.
Oh god.
The Grapes of Poliwrath. Like, these are so good.
The grapes of
I've got a
Poliwrath.
specific thing I'm trying to do with a puzzle, which is why I can't.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
I-
and Dawn, Weeping's just listing them off. Don't share.
Yeah,
You don't say. Don't say
you-
what
okay, the
we
one
use
I'm
it.
using is here. The one I'm using is here.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh no, they had the whole Lord of the Rings ones. There's the Fellowship of the Ursaring, the two Stack Attackers, so the two towers, the Return of the Slow King.
Who says it has to be books? I found anime. Thank
Yeah.
you very much. On top of all of
Anime.
this.
There's also Hydreigon with the Wind,
Hydreigon with the wind. Oh
Jane
god.
Dragonair,
What was that last one?
Jane Dragonair.
I don't know that one.
Jane Eyre.
Yeah, Jane Eyre.
Okay.
There's a bunch.
Why is none of the ones I
Dune
need?
Sparse,
The Dune Sparse.
1980 Fortress.
Like,
These are
none
all
of them are what I
amazing.
need, and this is so annoying.
I know
Genesect
Stoppy's
Book
not in
of Wolf
VC, but maybe
Records.
ask Stoppy or Bakura for help.
The Fault in Our Stormies.
Oh my god.
I love that one.
The Girl with the Dragonair Tattoo.
Lord of the Beautiflies.
Charlotte's
Good one.
Electro Web.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
they have
we
a
have our
Hunger
first one.
Games
It's a pun
one.
off of a move.
No, they have a Hunger Games one, like 3 Hunger Games ones. The Snorlax games, and then Chatot instead of Mockingjay, and then Catching Fire types.
Just say this, both of the ones I came up with were on this list. That is all I'm gonna say this. And then I stole one from this list so far, okay?
I
The
love
Sol-
that.
The Solgaleo, the Hatterene, and the Wardrobe.
Oh, hey, Weepin, I found one.
Oh.
It's not a book, but it is a Pokemon pun. So near yet so far fetched.
Wait, no, here's another one for Hunger Games. They have the Fletchling games, the Fletchling games Catching Fletcher, the Fletchling games Talonflame Part 1 and 2, the Fletchling games Ballad of Chatot and Ekans.
That is
That's real good. I'll be honest with you. I don't know how any of the Percy Jackson
and
fans
they have
haven't said
anime-
the Lightning Thievel.
They have manga Dragon Knight Ball, Dragon Knight Ball Z, Full Metal Alakazam, Inteleon X Family, Star Piece.
Star Piece.
Oh, as
It's
in
a
One
One Piece.
Piece.
And then they have Shakespeare, Rodham and Genesect, Macbeth, Jealous and Caesar, Flitwick's Labor Lost, Hoppip, King Lear, The Machamp of Venice.
The Machamp of Venice. What the fuck?
The Silence of the Lampens, There's some good ones on here.
Have more.
I
There
say
are
this
so
with
many.
all the love in my heart, but people need to touch grass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Soul Rock.
The problem is, I'm trying to do like certain very specific with it, and
No
the problem
worries.
is it's very tricky because
Well, yeah.
none of them are what I need.
Let's see, they have of mouse holding men and then of a tattering men.
To be fair, I think the mouse hold one works better.
Yeah.
If y'all are watching this on YouTube, put yours in the comments below.
And share them in the chat.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh.
This is a
Okay,
bad
one works really well, but at the same time really doesn't, and it's really annoying.
Instead of Twilight, it's Twilightiana.
Yeah, like,
He-
anyway,
Hey, Weepin, did you do one for Onyx yet?
Not yet.
I found one Onyx Storm.
Oh,
That's an
man.
actual book.
Ah. Never heard of it.
The Tale of Peter Reboot.
Oh, I just heard the tale of. How did no one do the tale of two skitties?
Oh, that is on here. I forgot to list it.
it is on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like-
you're gonna find out the book titles. Tale of Two Skitties is the one I stole.
The Old Man and the Sea King.
Yep, okay, fair.
The Cascune of Amontillado. I don't know how to pronounce that.
I'm so sorry. I'm picking up this puzzle on the thing, but it's
Okay.
going to happen.
The
Maybe I
Holy
did.
Babel. The Holy Babel instead of the Holy Bible.
That's funny.
The Trapensi Code. Good Night Roaring Moon instead of Good Night Moon.
Good night, roaring moon. Okay, that's
I might have
pretty
found
good.
one. I might have made one up myself. Another one.
James
Oh,
and
no,
the
I
Giant
can't
Pecker
use it.
Runt.
It doesn't work, and I hate it.
Dante's Infinite Ape.
I loved that one, but again, does not work.
The Shing Sing instead of the Shining. The Honeheads and the Stone.
The Sword of the Stone. I love it.
Yep.
Wait, what was the one you said about the feeble one, Med?
The lightning thievel.
Yeah. Because that one actually works in the ones I'm trying to make right now.
Ooh.
Med, I'm actually going to steal that one for the puzzle.
I mean, that's totally fair.
The problem is, like, the idea of the puzzle makes it really hard to do this, because...
Rhyme and Punishment.
Oh, I just thought of one off top of my head. Empoleon's New Groove.
We're still in it.
Well, it would be
Still
if you're going off of books, it would be the Empoleon's New Clothes.
There was also how
Oh, yeah, that's true,
Steelix
but-
got his groove.
How Steelix got its groove back.
But yeah, Neo, I'm still in that one.
You're
100%.
welcome.
I needed that. Which means I am only 4 off.
For
actually,
whom the
only
weeping
3
bell
off.
tolls.
Like, that one was obvious.
All the Needle King's men. Wheezing Heights. Pride and Pikachu. There's so
Was that
many of
supposed
them.
to be Wuthering Heights?
Pride
Yes.
and Pikachu. I like that one.
To kill a Magikarp.
You kill a Magikarp.
The Great Gyarados by
Honestly,
F. Scott Whitfield.
I'd be more inclined for like Pride and Prejudice Iduai or something.
Oh god, this one is
Okay.
cursed. Romeo and Jinx.
Ugh.
Okay, I will say this. I made one that is kind of bad, but it works, I guess. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's fair. This was
Like-
all on the spot.
For context, because again, this one, you're going to find the book titles out very quickly, right?
Okay.
Yeah. I was trying to think of one, and I was like, oh, maybe I put Entei in one, and I went, I know Entei's a beast, right?
Yeah.
But my brain went, the Entei, the Witch in the Wardrobe,
Fair.
with
Fair.
Entei as the lion.
Like I said, someone did that with Sol Galeo. They did Sol Galeo, the Sol Galeo, the Hatterene, and the Wardrobe.
There. I saw that, but it didn't work for Solgaleo for what I needed it for, right?
Understandable.
I have 2 more to go. Almost
Okay.
done.
Done.
Yeah.
5 little ducklets.
Good. Doesn't work. For
What
what
about
I
the
need.
Dawn's
ugly
doing this for
ducklet?
Strain.
I was gonna say the ugly ducklet might have worked better.
They're both good.
Oh, actually, I like that one. That one's really fun too, because that's probably the inspiration. Because the ducklet evolves into Swanna, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is like the whole thing with that story.
it's probably what they got.
The
Yeah.
ugly duckling evolves into, the ugly duckling is actually a swan.
The big beautiful swan.
Yeah. I've only got 2 more, and these are tricky ones.
Okay,
So it's really annoying sometimes.
you're doing an entire like order the books puzzle on the spot. It's okay.
Oh, some of the ones I liked was Dawn Cragzire. The Pit and the Hypnos Pendulum.
I say, I'm not processing well right now for my brain to come up with it. I'm not thinking well, but
Here's the link to it if anyone wants to just read over them.
I was saying, is there one for Sherlock Holmes?
I did not see one.
Okay. How dare they?
Sherlock Holmes Edge.
Sherlock Holmes Edge? Okay,
That could work.
I just thought of that one off the top of my head because
Yeah.
you just said that.
that works.
The Great Ghastly.
Okay.
See, jokingly, they stole that one from me.
I was also looking up nursery, like books for nursery rhymes, and
Yeah.
I thought of a couple, like Three Blind Mousehold
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
and
Oh god, that's
Old
good.
King, Old King Carcoal.
The Adventures of Shuckleberry Finn.
Okay, Shuckleberry Finn is pretty great. All we know is you don't fuckle with the shuckle. Cock-sucking hell! Oh, what is this feeling? Run from the bitch. Obligatory. Oh, Ben, are you running away from yourself?
The only person who,
but-
the people who be making that joke are either not here or too focused on other things.
Oh, I just saw this one from based on James Patterson's Roses Are Red. Rose Raids Are Red.
Good one. Can't use it, but good one.
Running around, trying not to die.
Sound like Matt's having fun.
Always.
Okay, I've kind of got a really stupid one, aka last minute ditch effort on one,
It's
and now
okay.
I'm one away. It's
Oh,
it's really bad.
Don,
Yeah.
you might like this one. El Zora.
cool. Not what I'm going for, but super cool anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Dawn needs a theme for them, like for them to say
Uh,
theme.
Les Mischievous.
Oh, that's a good
Again,
one.
cool doesn't work.
Into the Sudowoodo.
Okay, that one got me.
I might not be wearing an Into the Woods shirts. An Into the Woods shirt now, too. Currently, by the way.
Did you make the pun and then
Actual
Oh.
titles.
Oh,
your
wait,
shirt
wait.
just changed?
No, I've been wearing this shirt. I made the Les Mis joke, and then I'm like, oh, let me do see if I can do an Into the Woods one.
Thing is, we're on an island that's basically science related, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alchemy 101.
Cool. Can't do it, but cool. Again,
Okay,
I'm
wait.
very much on this very
Yeah.
like specific. I've got one left and it needs to be specific, right?
Yeah,
Understandable.
Fair.
you know, it's whatever Don's trying to work on.
Yeah,
Obviously, we
it's
don't
this.
know. We don't know what your, we don't know
Like-
what the thing is. So we're just coming up with
While
random
this is
ideas.
happening, I'm gonna bio break and grab a drink.
Okay.
Fair.
Everybody.
Well, this has been the whole time so far. I've been playing Power Wash. Because I need to do something.
Oh, it doesn't work. But I had a cool one. Sorry.
Like I said, if
Doesn't-
Stoppy's around, you can probably reach out to Stoppy for help. I know obviously you can't reach out to us, but you know.
For
you can
context,
probably...
I made one called Good Night Lunatone. Good Night Moon.
Oh, Goodnight Lunatone is good.
But I can't use it.
So there was another Goodnight Moon one that was Goodnight Roaring Moon.
I saw that.
Okay.
Oh, it might not be a book. It's a. Who cares? Poetry books can count.
Poetry books are a thing.
Well, I'm
Absolutely.
surprised
Like
you
a
haven't just-
a poem. It's a poem.
I'm
I came
surprised
up
you
with.
haven't
Okay.
done My Little Pony Talk. I'm sure there's My Little Pony books.
So I'm gonna say this is a poem, and I'm just gonna make a book title out of it. The
Oh
poem
yeah,
title.
go ahead. Because there's those books that are like poetry collections, and it's like this poem plus others or something, right? It's
Yeah.
that sort of book.
Now I've just got to put these in a random order so they don't, like, you know what I mean? Because I do have them all. Well, Ben is by a break though. I might step away quickly get food. But let me just.
The Caterpie and the Hat. I'm
The
sorry,
very
No.
hungry Caterpie. The very hungry Caterpie.
Yes, that's the correct answer because that is one of the ones I put.
That is! I love it.
Oh my gosh, it's like we're in a Weedle in a haystack.
By the way, I have put what the books are that you find are these guys.
Okay. And you put them here. Oh no, where did you put them?
Yeah, now I'm gonna step away quickly
Oh,
get
here.
food.
Okay.
Which is-
Stop me with the confusion cat. With the Ekans room, the Great Gash Lady, Empoleon's new clothes, the very hungry Caterpie, the anti-witch in the wardrobe, the Noctowl and the Pussycat Tails 2 skitties. I like these. These are fun.
Yeah, blame me.
This is the definition of blame weeping.
The Caterpie and the Hat.
No, the Delackety in the hat. Keeps it as a cat.
Oh, that's a good one.
Or Delcatty.
Oh, yeah,
I always say
Stopping
Delackety.
and
I
Heroes.
always
The Pie and
I always
Ned's
add
good.
a like a.
No. Wait, well, no, the Torah cat in the hat.
Poor cat's also a good one.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna Dr. Seuss books. How about Del Fox and Socks?
The fox and socks.
Is Dr. Seuss has a tongue twister of Fox and Socks.
Yeah. The fox and socks.
Of course.
Just say, Sophie's good. Okay. I think the answer to that, Sophie, is always.
How the
You heard
Grimer
us
stole
joking about
Christmas.
Annabelle.
Or, oh my goodness. Yeah, it is Annabelle. I earlier said Annabelle instead of Annabeth, and then my brain had 2 seconds of, is that what I just did again? No, Annabelle. Did you hear about us joking about Annabelle burning down the ninja school? Do you agree, Sophie?
Oh my gosh. May
Great.
not be a book, but it is a movie. A Little Big League? Little Big League.
I
Fair.
don't. Sophie, I don't think that helps. It means she can stop the fire she starts.
I'll come back.
Welcome back, Dawn.
Just because Annabelle has water types doesn't mean she can't start the fire. It just means
Oh,
she can also
Dawn.
put out the fire.
Del Fox and Socks.
Also, we were coming up with Cat in the Hat. They were saying Caterpie in the Hat. I said, well, what about Delcatty in the Hat?
And I said Torcat in the Hat.
Yeah, the poor cat.
I've seen One Fist, Two Fists, Red Fist, Blue Fist, One Fist, Two Fists, Red Basculin, Blue Basculin, but that doesn't really fit. You know, there is a Red Basculin and
Puss in Boots.
Oh, Cloverpuss in Boots?
Cloverpuss.
My brain went for Ugly in Boots because it's a cat.
Well, Cloverpuss keeps the puss part.
Yeah, so it depends on what you want to prioritize. The cat or the name.
Mm.
No, just imagine this in Boots.
It doesn't. How many
Oh.
boots would it need?
Oh, I just thought of this one.
No.
I just thought of this one since I
Here,
saw it.
Dawn. It has boots on its hands.
Dawn, you might like this one. Horton hears a hoot hoot.
Oh, I love that one.
That's the least creaky my chair has ever been.
Oh, welcome back, man. You're back in time. Dawn posted the list of books.
There's 8 books. And you have to put them in the right spot from top left
Yeah.
to bottom right,
Oh,
basically.
where
Okay.
are they?
PTU Mythical War.
They've been buried a little bit. Bing just replied to it.
Ah,
Just if you find a meme of a confused cat, you'll see a list.
So, everyone, do you think we need to release an alphabetical or by theme?
I would say, how is the rest of the bookshelf sorted?
That just doesn't seem to be sorted.
Oh, great.
Oh.
Okay.
Do we want to try maybe alphabetical? Start with the Tale of Two Skitties.
I mean, yeah, it's the only one that isn't a the. So put that one there, followed by
The Ekans.
yeah, the Ekans room, the Empoleon's new clothes,
The Entei, the Witch in the Wardrobe.
the
Then
Great
The Great
Ghastly,
Then the
Light-
lightning evil.
the
the
Knock Towel,
Knockdown,
and the
Pussycat.
Pussycat.
And then the Very Hungry Caterpie.
You put those in, nothing happens.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, damn.
Hold on, guys. Could it be something that is probably spelling something out? With
That'd
like
be
the...
a lot of T's.
No,
Oh,
ignore
no, look at the other
does.
words. Ignore the dots.
Yeah.
Take them out of the
Yeah.
equation.
Wait.
So we have L-E...
Let's.
So this is in
We
this
almost
order.
have
L-E-G-E.
legendary.
Yeah, I know, we don't have... It's not legendary, though.
Huh.
But did we forget both the T's in Skitty or in the Skitty one?
Okay, hold on, right? Because it would be...
There.
Yeah, there we go.
I see event, leg event, legendary event, LED event.
Well, so I think it's more of an anagram than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
so
it
do
could
we
be
want to...
legendary
Do we
event.
think that it's... Do we think
Or
that
is it
it's
elegant?
T and
No, it
not
can't be
A,
elegant.
then? It's not A for a tail?
It's probably T for tail.
Yeah.
Huh.
Anyone know base stat totals? Could we buy the Pokemon's base stat totals?
I will be
I-
honest
I-
with you. Dawn don't give a fuck about base stat
I
totals.
I don't think Don's doing
Now,
that.
Pokedex number might be a thing.
Oh, that would. Yeah, that would do. That would.
That might be it.
If we're going by Pokedex numbers, the Very Hungry Caterpie would be first.
I say,
Yeah.
pull up our Pokedex if that's got any sort of answers for these
Here, I can
Pokemon.
start getting the numbers. So it'd be Caterpie first, and it'd be probably be Ghastly, I think.
We're gonna re-put
I
those
think
here.
Ekans. I think it's Ekans, then Ghastly.
Ekans is 23. So Caterpie, Ekans, Ghastly.
$11 GT. No. Huh. Yeah, you guys try the Pokedex numbers. I'm still gonna see if this is a word.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the thing is, Fable would be last because it's a Gen 8.
I believe it'd be that. Caterpie, Ekans, Ghastly, Knocked Out, Entei, Skitty, and Polygon Thievul.
Did you try and put that in?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Oh
Okay.
god. So it's not Pokédex number.
It is not.
So, do we know it's anything weird about the books, or maybe this place on a bookshelf where only specific books will fit?
No.
Okay.
Okay. So it probably is a word. Well, you said, wait, Don, you said it was, is it like a 1 row of 8 or 2 rows of 4 or something?
I would say they're kind of all spread out, but like
Okay.
you can make them clearly like okay, so one would go here. You know what I mean?
Okay. So,
Like there's a pattern of where they would go.
I'm still
But-
suspicious of it having an event in its name. EVENT. If you put the T over
so
the
the
A.
books. Okay. So books.
By the way,
okay,
yeah,
so
Floppy knows the answer.
they're on the shelf. It's not like a big gap next to each other. It's
No.
Okay. Are the books around each gap?
I will say nothing on the bookshelf is gonna help you here.
Okay. Don's
Okay.
like, no, shut up, me. I'm not doing
I
this
would
again.
say we could look up the author of the non-Pokemon version of these books and do it by author's last name.
So I'll be honest with you. I think that Dawn gave us these titles because that's what we need to solve the
Yeah.
puzzle. I'm metagaming a little bit, but I've also done a lot of escape rooms.
Yeah.
You have everything you need with what I
So,
sent you.
what if we go by the Pokemon's name? These are the Pokemon's name letters.
Okay.
Because we have Thievul, Entei,
Yeah, the actual like Pokemon
Ekans,
names.
Ghastly, Empoleon, Caterpie, Entei. No, I messed up with Knockout. It's ENS. Oh, I messed up. So that should be ENS, not EPS. So there.
Okay.
Oh!
Oh.
Oh,
Uh,
Med goes, there's a word.
y'all. It's Genesect.
Genesect. It's Genesect.
Oh.
Genesect, yeah.
It's fucking Genesect. So it goes Ghastly,
Ghastly.
Ekans, Noctowl,
Noctowl.
Entei, Skitty, Empoleon, Caterpie, Thievel.
So I sure hope the E's aren't
There's
specific.
3 E's.
And I will swap
place
those
those
E's as
in.
many times as I need.
You place those in and click, a door opens.
Would not the smartest. How you saw that,
Oh, that fucking eureka moment. Holy shit.
Oh, it was great.
I will be fair, the amount of puns I had to try and make was so annoying.
You had to make 3 of them.
Yeah, so for context, I stole the Empoleon to close down Taylor Witch and Wardrobe. The Ekans room is a reference to Lemony Snicket's The Reptar Room.
Fair.
Okay.
For context,
What is the Noctowl and the Pussycat?
the Owl and the Pussycat, I just did a poem. I was giving up at that point. That was the last one I did.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, I guess you're needing an N Pokemon. That also would be a book pun.
Yeah.
And still makes sense. Yeah, there are an awful lot of N Pokemon.
Oh my god, that was fucking awesome.
Is there any
That
book
was
with
great.
Wyvern in its tail, in its name that we could put Noivern?
I didn't pick it up.
It's okay.
I
Just-
made this up on the spot.
Yeah, if
Fair.
there was more research time, some things, things might have been different. But this was done on the spot, and for being an on-the-spot puzzle, because weeping, is pretty good.
So
So
yeah, Ruby just switches between all of the E's until they find the E's that work.
I'm just going to say they were the E's would have been alphabetical, so
Okay.
Okay.
Ekans and Empoleon and Entei.
Okay.
If they were specific, they weren't specific. I'm just saying, if they were specific, they would have been alphabetical, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dawn's like, yeah.
Okay.
You got the puzzle.
You got my book puzzle that I made up. The door opens to a hidden lab.
Okay.
I'm gonna go up in front because I have the glowy Flaffy next to me.
Yeah, you have the glowy Flaffy.
Yeah.
Let's say, so when they're like just kind of traveling, she probably, I mean, at this point, she probably has Bubbles out. Bubbles is probably like often out, but she's, like making sure to say she does have Bubbles out. If making a point to say that Musa has Bubbles out.
Also,
is
I'm
like-
gonna send a text to the group chat that we may have found something, and we're gonna look at it.
Okay.
To the group chat that has all the guardians that we've met so far and such.
Okay. So
By
I
the
guess
way, the
adding
Guardians
then.
have this. As you see this, you get a response. And so, fun fact. Now that Ashtra's been added to the group chat, Ashtra has taken it upon themselves to change the nicknames of everyone to what their nicknames are in the Guardians chat.
Fair.
Okay. So now we'll actually get to know all the Guardian names.
Yeah, because Ashtra's just like, okay, I'm doing this.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna say something like we found a secret lab. If we don't return, we
Guys?
probably died here.
What?
What?
I just lost all of my notes.
Oh no! Can you undo?
No,
Oh no!
they just definitely gone. Every single one of my notes, all the group chat names, everything, all the Guardian names.
Oh no.
Can you do a system restore?
I was
What-
using the webpage.
We're
No,
using the web page, Notepad, and there's no save data of it.
no.
I sent
Okay.
hugs.
So even an autosave is not enabled.
No, because it normally just keeps it, but it must have bugged earlier. You know what I mean?
Try
was
refreshing
fine
the
yesterday.
page. I would say.
I did.
The URL hasn't changed.
No, there wasn't. It's just I've lost all my notes. Luckily, I can probably. I'm gonna be typing them out while doing this session. Okay.
It's
Okay, that's
okay.
fine.
That's fine.
I sent hugs.
If there's some inconsistencies, this is why.
That's fine. Stuff happens.
Ashlyn has been 3 different races. I think you're fine.
Yeah, are you even 100% sure on what Aslan is yet?
Ashlyn
Okay,
isn't even
Ashlyn-
100% sure what she is.
Ashlyn is a fawn.
Yes.
Are we sure about that?
Officially, Ashlyn is a fawn.
Yes. Not a satyr or a centaur.
Apologies for stream. Tech issues. Because I need to remember the group chat nicknames of these people. Because you
I
know how
remember
it acts.
Stuffer, dude.
Okay. You see a response from Gothic Baddie, just like, oh, you guys found something at, Couplix?
Yeah, well, we did a book post when we found a secret lab.
Yeah, and the answer was she'll Musil say, yeah, we had to put a bunch of books back on the shelf, and we spelled Genesect with the books.
You get a message from Ruby. When the hell did you get that nickname?
And then Celestina just goes, my wife?
Fair.
And then
Fair.
you just see Ruby sit there for a second. Wife?
The one who owns Genesect.
Oh. Aurora. And she just is gonna just sit there for a second, just fully mind blown.
So does the comment of her losing another Pokemon make sense now?
Everything is adding up. I'm going into the creepy lab. Bye.
If we don't return, we're probably dead down here. Just burn the house down.
Yeah, making sure, and that's also why she's like, she'll put the list of stuff, like, in case the doors closes or whatever. She's like, hey, so we're going into this thing, don't know what's going to happen. We put a bunch of books away, and spelled Genesect with them. This is what we did. Just gotta be like, hey, this is what we did. If something happens, please repeat these steps to find us.
Okay, okay. And then it's like, and then you just get like an, okay, got it from, I forgot the group chat nickname, but it's from Astra.
Okay, yeah, I don't
Sorry,
think
you just
you
know.
haven't
Because
shared.
Astra's at the thing.
You never told us what the group name was called.
I had one, no.
Yeah.
So the goth baddie is taken. Well,
You just ran out of goth baddies taken.
I mean, to be fair, just means that Astra has good taste. Or likes crazy bitches. I don't know what the difference is. We'll figure it out.
So I'm realizing, I'm like, I was gonna make a joke, but then but the second half of the joke doesn't really make much sense, but anyway, I'm gonna share it. Sci-Twi. Which is the reason why I say it's a joke is that it's the sort of, like, fandom name for the Equestria Girls Twilight.
Oh yeah.
Dawn, I'm saying you
Is
saying
Sci-Twi.
the parentheses are meant to be part of it.
Okay.
Just an idea.
I am assuming that this space is not big enough for like an Arcanine to get into.
Not really. It's a lab and it's cluttered.
So I have a floppy with glow, so we can see a little bit.
Yeah, so we can see, and you've got your Flaffy. Musa's like probably like holding bubbles. Granted, realizing she's not gonna be able to hold bubbles like this for too much longer, but
Do we see anything obvious like clones and test tubes or anything, or do we need to roll perception?
like clones.
No, there are no clothes in test tubes.
Okay. Do we see any weird Pokeballs or anything on a blackboard or with red string attached
Just
to it?
what do we? Okay, so weeping. How about you just go? What do we see?
You see a bunch of books scattered around everywhere.
Okay.
Notes, like papers, like just you like it's a lot of papers. You don't actually roll perception.
Okay.
What
All of us.
Yes.
That's
Can
not
I?
bad. I might
Uh,
re-roll that. I want to re-roll that.
Oh, come on!
I say not that it's gonna be much better, but can I also roll perception for bubbles because bubbles is out?
That's much better. My re-roll.
I was gonna say, do you think
I
that
hate-
Bubbles is gonna get higher than 26?
I hate my rolls. I hate my rolls.
Not likely, but I got perfectly average on my roll. This is.
I got a 26.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest. Varys and Musa.
We don't see much of anything. We see books and papers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ruby, you also don't see much. Like,
You see books and papers with words on them.
yeah,
Ruby
you see the word.
is down on the floor, fully assumed her Scooby-Doo persona, and is like sniffing along the ground to see if she can ascertain anything.
Igneous.
Igneous sees all.
Near one of the near some of these books, you notice a few like little boxes.
I'm gonna go over to them. How many of them are there?
Me googling. Give me a second.
Oh, we've got.
Okay.
Because I know what they are. Okay.
Okay.
There's 4 of them. 4 different colors.
What
well.
colors are they?
Red, light blue, like a really light blue, a medium blue, and yellow.
I'm gonna grab the medium blue
They
one and
seem
then
to almost be models, though. By the way.
I'm gonna grab the medium blue one and then call everybody else over and see if they want to grab one.
Hey.
Since there's
We're
4
just
of them,
grabbing-
4 of us.
I say, okay. She's like, okay, Igneous. I see you grab the box, but before we keep grabbing random boxes, are there any symbols on these boxes?
What do we notice about the boxes?
They look like almost they're very square, quite thin. It's kind of so the top bit. I'm trying to describe this.
Okay.
I don't want to send a picture of it because that makes it too obvious immediately,
Fair.
right?
Ah.
So
Yeah.
at the top, there's like a black rectangle in the top middle, and then it kind of there's a like curved long semicircle that from the bottom that like looks slightly separate but are connected. That has a black circle in the middle of the semicircle near the top.
Why am I thinking music
So-
box?
So it's like a somewhat of a almost like halfway closed eye kind of ordeal.
No,
I'm
that's
gonna try to open the
Let's see.
one I
I'm
picked
gonna
up.
see. Is there a way to open the boxes?
no. You can't seem to find a way to open these. I'll be
Oh,
honest.
Okay.
do they look like they fit together in some way, or anywhere in the room they can fit?
No, but well, they're models, as you know.
We've run into models beforehand. What did we run into models beforehand of?
I'm gonna walk over to the
Um,
red one
but you,
and attempt to like pick it up. Like, how heavy is it?
it's quite light, but you know what? You do notice something. You notice, like, there's another model nearby, right? This one,
Okay.
a model of a Pokemon, Genesect.
Oh, wait,
And it
these.
seems to almost.
Wait, would I know what these are, Dawn? Because I think I know what these are.
Have you figured out what these are?
These are the Genesect drives.
Oh.
Genesect drives.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Would
take
any?
a picture
Would we
of
know?
these
Would we know
and
these?
No, I'm gonna take a picture of these and send it to the group chat.
Okay.
God,
Because
think
we'll get a
that is-
reply.
Those aren't the real ones. I still have those unless. No, they're not missing. I keep them in a safe box. Those aren't real. How? Those look real though. You get a response from that.
They're very
Okay.
light. Is it possible they were trying to replicate them?
That's possible. Actually.
There could be a chance they were maybe making replicas to steal the real ones.
Well, look, and forgive my ignorance of these Pokemon. Genesect is sort of part machine, right? Is it possible that they are trying to make mechanized versions of the mythical Pokemon?
I'm gonna try something weird. Ignis is gonna scan his with his Pokédex to see if it
Oh,
pulls in.
okay.
to
So
see
she'll
if it-
It
probably-
doesn't seem to register
Okay.
anything.
Okay.
Most of these are imperfect models, they're definitely not there. They're
Mhm.
close, they look like the real thing. They're too light. They're, in a way, kind of cheaply made. Right?
I think we should take these with us because what if they return? I don't think we should leave anything that they can potentially use in the future.
Yeah.
But I think we should also message to see if they could pick on the ones that they do have.
Well, that's what this conversation
They
was
said
about.
the ones are still
Actually-
there.
Yeah,
See.
but thing is, if you think about it, they said that it's in a secure place.
Yeah. So I
Who
mean, she
all-
probably will. Like, it's a probably will do it.
Like we messaged the person who has them.
Like we
What was
were
Ruben
sharing
saying?
about this in the group chat.
Hey guys,
She might, know. Yes.
I have an idea,
Oh,
and it's a
Okay.
stupid idea, but it just might work.
Okay.
I'm down for stupid ideas.
We're in a very technologically advanced city.
Yeah.
Yes.
What if we could create a tracking device and then allow them to take these back?
Potentially, or
Okay, I mean, because we're not. I mean, so we're not really close to, Ilum.
I was gonna say, could we get Steve here and see if they know anything about these? Steve
We-
is a supercomputer, pretty much.
We could. Or ask Steve for help with the tracking with tracking these things, getting a tracking device.
And then
So share. I guess we share the tracking device idea in the group chat.
it's like, and then you just get a response of send it over someone who could help, and then through the computer you see a voice, you see a face appear of a Porygon through the computer.
Steve.
What up, buddy? So, look, we're gonna combine one of the plans that we already did with a new plan, and we're gonna need your help. And she's also going to start putting this in the group chat as well. To ask, it is Astra that is the guardian of Genesect, right?
No, that's Celestina.
Celestina.
Celestina. Do you... no, not Celestina, fuck. Because Genesec's not here. Because Genesect was kidnapped. So she will message Astra to be like, do you think you and Deoxys could put on a display of sort of showing off the Genesect drives to everyone? They'll be the fake ones with the tracker on them, and hopefully this will get them to show up, take them back, and we go, oh no, they got away.
Yeah, could we put them in maybe a
we can-
slightly weighted box? Because he said these were too light.
So we can find whatever their closest base is, because this is me asking then a world question for Dawn. Or we're not that close to. It was Ilum is what we came up with, I believe.
Yeah, it's near a loom, and a loom is not near to here. Like,
Well,
if
There's
the
probably a
closest,
base nearby.
the closest places to here are Surfside, Pale Rock, Shofen City and Moonstone Grotto.
Well,
Yeah,
Dawn said there
but
was
they probably have something somewhere that we can find. If
Didn't we hear about them going for like power stations besides the main power plant? This would probably have like a hydroelectric plant or something if it's
This
a big
one
city
wasn't
on
a
the island.
mentioned one, I will say.
Okay.
This one
no, it
mentioned.
was Surfside.
I know
But
there's
this
a few.
is also the location that keeps track of a lot of the. This is still an important location in the thing because this has the tech, this has the space stuff, this keeps track of what's going on in the region from above.
So
Right.
it's hot target. But I was thinking something similar, Mid, but I wasn't thinking of having it here. But here is the best place to have it.
Well, yeah, especially if they're trying to come after the Guardians and the mythical Pokemon, they might see it as a chance to, get
Well,
Deoxys and get the
precisely-
drives.
This place is advanced, right, Dawn? Like super advanced.
Yeah, not
Maybe,
the most advanced, but definitely second best.
Maybe a tech expo and have these as one of the showpieces, so to show how integration between technology and Pokemon has come, even if it's not the most humane.
Okay.
Genesect was created in a lab, and these discs were also.
Well, okay. Plan part 1, Steve, buddy. You think you could help me make an impromptu tracking device?
Yeah, Steve just does a little beep boop nod. I think Steve can talk. Is the funny thing through the computer? Because Steve's like, of course.
Probably.
Don't get
Because
Steve is
wasn't
just.
Steve able to talk through the computer? Wasn't Steve
has
able to
computer
talk
No,
through
we
the
were
computer
talking
originally?
with the computer. We were talking, putting prompts in we were typing with I was typing in a computer.
Yeah,
Well,
so Steve's just waiting for you do have to type in a computer to talk to Steve.
Don't get Steve is a supercomputer duck.
No, it's a Porygon.
Well,
Porygon's a
then again,
duck.
it is an evolved Porygon, so maybe evolved Porygons can, because he's a Porygon
Yeah.
Z?
Z.
Dawn,
Yeah,
Porygon is legit a duck.
I just learned this. Okay, so of course I can help tracking devices in the works. It's are you sharing this plan with the group chat?
Yes.
Also, Dawn, look in PTU and Mythical World. Look at that. Do you not see it?
No, it's a duck. It is a duck.
That is a duck,
It's
yeah.
very duck. But yes, I do share this this plan with the group chat because I kind of need Astra to be in on it.
We kind of need more people to be in on it for it to work.
Also, if they're going to, we're going to allow them to steal these. Should we add just enough weight to these to make it feel realistic?
Like that's what I was saying. Like make the box there
Yeah.
and a little weighted, so we don't make damage these by editing them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we could have like a false bottom in the box potentially, or maybe same colored paint over the tracker on the bottom of one of these.
In the group chat you get a response from Astra a sudden tech expo would be a bit weird, but hey, would you guys want to possibly go on a field trip to another place?
Sure.
You can go on a field trip.
I'm down.
I
There's a
think
tech
it might be
expo
missing-
happening soon in not too far from here,
Oh, I'd be down.
Okay.
Shofen City.
Okay.
All
We're
right.
gonna get to go to the capital.
And see,
This is earlier than originally planned in the campaign. You are going to return to Shofen, right?
she's
But-
gonna be
Okay.
like, I was saying, Music's gonna be like, this is obviously not in the group chat. This is too out loud to the group. She's like, that's the Melmetal City.
Ooh.
We met him on the. I said, was anybody else building sandcastles with Musa, or was it just Musa?
I think we all
I think-
were at the end.
I think
Yeah, you
like-
all, I believe, were at the end building
You'll say,
sandcastles with Melmetal.
We were all building sandcastles with Melmetal on the beach at Surfside.
If we have to pay for admission here, I only have 400 $. That's a warning.
You know,
Ash just, if
I
you
think
say
we'll be
that,
fine.
if you say that, Ash just I'll get you guys tickets. I know the Guardian.
Thank you.
She's
Like,
like-
I've-
Out of
Oh,
character, I
goodness.
will say, Shofen City will be next session. We'll do a bit
Okay.
more here,
okay.
but the problem is I haven't planned Shofen,
Sophin is
yeah.
on the mainland,
The
right?
spur of the moment.
Yeah, Trophen's on the mainland, and then you'll probably return back here to travel to the main.
Basically, we
We're
are
derailing everything like
we are
normal.
You're
derailing
derailing everything, but in a really cool way, which means I am gonna need more time to plan the tech expo style, right?
That's fine.
It's fine.
There is a couple more things to find in the secret lab, to be fair.
Oh.
Fair.
So you've got some more.
Okay.
I want to.
Dawn's like, don't leave yet. I didn't do all of this for nothing.
With that being said, I sort of help Steve with the... Because, you know, she's got a pretty freaking decent tech ed. She sort of helps make the tracking device and put it on one of the boxes. And being like, we should probably get out of here then, because...
But there might be more of those. Oh, I was going to suggest
This is
you
gonna
might
keep
want to
us
send out Connie. If Connie finds random stuff, they might find random stuff here.
You know what? Not a terrible idea. I'm gonna send out Connie, and I'm gonna be like, Connie, be vigilant. We're in a new area, and these people fuck with science.
Also, I could send out Balboa to like probably sniff out any other things that could be hidden about.
Yeah, all I've got are birds and bubbles, pretty much.
Birds and bubbles.
I guess I'll send out Loki. Loki is a bit of a pickpocket.
I mean,
Okay,
I've got,
Each
you
of
know,
you make a roll for me, just D20. See how it goes.
just a D20. Okay.
How old were you when you had
Anyone-
your birds and the bubbles
not good.
conversation?
Oh!
Neo got worse.
I got an
He's
8.
not much better.
And I got a 5.
Can I start getting these shitty rolls?
How
Y'all,
did none of us?
I want
We
y'all
had
to know,
4
who
rolls.
cannot see
Not a-
this, that there were 4 D20 rolls made, and not a single one of us got double digits.
Yeah, nothing above a D, nothing
Yeah.
above a 10.
Don, we did not do well.
Oh,
And unfortunately, it's a D20, so
actually-
we can't skill monkey.
I will add this. Those who brought out Pokemon can get a second roll, because I was going to
We
make
all
rolls for
did.
Pokemon, but
We
being
all
rolled as
have our.
well. Okay,
yeah.
these are your rolls for your Pokemon then. It was,
Alright,
I was
we've
sort
got
of
a
weird.
5.
I got a 16.
A 5. We tied Neo.
Holy
One of
shit.
you rolled decent. What Pokemon is looking big? Bubbles is the only one who can see
it's
anything.
That's D&D for you.
Nose to the
Oh,
grindstone,
I hate
Connie,
this.
let's fucking go. And then, like, as me and Connie come back, she comes back with this bowl of, like, a berry salad that has been sitting here for way too fucking long. And it's
But
like,
these are right berries. This is 3 years.
these are absolutely disgusting berries, but two of them seem to be at least decent. And I'm just
Your
like,
berries
The
from
berries
earlier.
rally up.
you know what, Connie? You tried, and you did your best. And you know what? A couple of these are salvageable. But also, wash your paws, because you could have, like, some sort of, like, Pokemon syphilis or something. So, like, get clean.
There's random papers here. We take pictures of these to send to someone.
yeah. So, oh, that's a good idea. What does Bubbles find?
Bubbles. Bubbles
doing
find
it?
some of the papers, but specifically, like Bubbles specifically manages to gather some papers that seem to have been written on very specifically, like labeled diagrams, stuff like that.
Okay. Cool. Bubbles
These seem
finds
like
diagrams.
these seem like the design papers for the drives, as well as the.
Robodon.
I will say you don't need to tell. Dawn generally has an indicator when they go robo, and if we talk while they are robo, there is a bit of a static on our end.
I did not realize that. That's my bad.
This is something that they've shared, so just be aware.
We heard papers on the drives
Yeah,
and something.
And also some information about Genesect, as well as a
Okay.
book. There's one book that Bubbles came back with.
Okay.
It seems to be a diary/logbook.
Okay. She'll kind of, congratulate Bubbles, like, good job. And then it's gonna kind of show the group and look through the book.
Again, I will be making these diary entries up on the spot.
That's
Believe
As a
fine.
woman.
That's been most of the session.
Yeah. October 15th, 2000 and insert year here.
Yep.
In Pokemon
2000
years.
XX.
3 T minus 3 years ago.
2022.
Whatever. Yeah, 3 years ago in Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
I have managed to recreate the drives as best I can without seeing them in person from the studies I have studied. Maybe I can get my hands on the drives eventually, the actual drives by swapping them. But until then, I have been given an interesting offer, but not one I have time to ponder. There's a team being run, Team Phantom, that seems to have been to do with the Mythical. And I have been promised if I join, that one day I could have Genesect, rather than a recreation that I was hoping to make myself.
Wait, are we all reading this?
Yeah, we're all reading this together.
So,
Yeah.
they were wanting to make an artificial Genesect.
And then there's only one entry after this, right? The other
Okay.
entries are to do with like Genesect and trying to recreate Genesect, right? But
Yeah.
this last entry, it's time to go. I'm writing this as I'm packing up everything and leaving. No time to clean up. The Guardian's getting suspicious, and I have to leave with Team Phantom. For now, at least. I'm going to a temporary base, but afterwards, I believe we're heading to Neolune. But we're stopping on the way. An old base, not far from here. I'll be back though. Probably closer to Pale Rocks than here, but I'll be back for my stuff, and one day I will be able to get Genesect.
Okay.
This is marked for almost exactly 3 years ago today.
So they're gonna want to come back for these desks one day, but we also need them for our plan.
Well, that's just it. They only want these drives because they're trying to recreate the originals. So if we can get them to think that the originals are just out there for the taking, you know, I'll be honest, they don't really come off as the most intelligent.
You said the house was pretty much abandoned, right, Dawn?
Yeah.
So when we leave, let's just take 1 or 2 books with us and make them think like someone random took them, put all the other books back on the disc, and just take some so they can't get back in.
So yeah, okay. Okay. We could probably do that.
They might have an way in, but they might not.
Yeah?
Okay.
We'll also unscramble the books on our way out so that it doesn't look like anybody's been here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a bad house, so people's probably wandered in.
Yeah, so as we're sort of heading out, we will we will fuck shit up on our way.
I'm gonna.
Yep.
Amy is just gonna put A Tale of Two Skitties in the backpack because like the title name.
Okay. I said, Musa, is you going to participate? Because I'm cleaning a subway station.
Okay.
Musa's gonna. She's not gonna take a book, but she's just kind of gonna like, you know.
She's gonna help with getting all the other ones back on the shelf and stuff.
Yeah.
Or back on the desk. Take them.
So, yeah.
Get them off the shelf.
Yeah, we're shit disturbers, yeah, but we're the good guys, yeah.
Yeah, we completely wrote Dawn, and I'm sorry for that.
To
But
be
also,
fair, At most, it was going to be a session of like, oh, you could do like a little job at the space center, explore the town and stuff.
I mean, we still can.
We said
Yeah, you
we
still-
said no. We're doing everything else. We're doing crazy.
And then I
plot
came up with
shenanigans.
literally this whole plot line on the spot.
Did you not expect me to ask about a residence?
No, okay. I came up with them knowing that one of the admins on the spot. Thank you very much. So add on top of all of that, because I was like, oh wait, this admin has a techie style, right? It makes sense if they're from one of the tech places. Let's make them from here, right? And then the whole Genesect thing, when the now Guardian of Genesect used to live here.
So it
In
just
a
kind of
couple
comes down to like we all look at each other. We're like, well, I mean, we do kind of have to wait until we're able to go to the next town over to make this happen. I mean, we might as well like actually look around here, right? Like while we're here.
Are there any tourist kiosks or any sites that look interesting?
There are a couple. There's tickets for tours around the space center
Okay.
and
that sounds like
planetarium,
fun.
because there is a planetarium nearby
Okay.
Interesting.
and museum.
Those,
So, yeah.
those all sound like fun.
There's your normal Poke Center, all that kind of stuff. What you expect from a town, right? Thing. There's all a premium tour
Ooh.
Premium tour. What is that?
as part of the bundle with the space center and the planetarium museum. You actually, for a bit extra, can go and see the inside of the rocket.
Okay. It's like Musa's like probably like looking at this like she's not exactly a tech person,
But even, but that's just cool.
guys, I shouldn't have to say this, but I will. We're going to the rocket, right?
yes.
Yeah, in total, it would cost about 800 Poké Dollars, 200 each
200 each.
Uh,
for
Okay.
your ticket.
I barely have enough, but I guess I'll do. I have 420.
I say, Musa, who hasn't bought an awful lot, hasn't spent very much, she'll just kind of look at everyone and go, I don't know about how you guys kind of buy stuff. Igneous, I got you.
Well,
Okay,
I still
thank
have
you.
plenty of money myself, like about $1,900.
I say, Musa isn't just shy of 3,000. Like I said, she
I've been
hasn't been
buying
buying
pricey
anything.
stuff. Like I bought that fishing rod, but like
That's why I
anyone's
said she's
welcome
like-
to use it.
She's like, I don't know about the rest of you guys. I don't know what you're all looking at, but Igneous, I got you. And I probably got you guys too if you need me.
Well,
Ruby
Thing
just
is,
kind
from-
of smiles and is like, I'm fine. I am
Well-
super fine.
I will say
Okay.
this: back home, I've been taught that when I go on my travels, I should learn how to balance my budget wisely, and that's what I've been doing here.
Okay.
Yeah, well, we're not at home, so get in the rocket.
The rocket.
Get
Yeah,
in the
this is a
rocket.
guided. This is a guided tour, and
Mhm.
they go to call for one of their tour guides, right?
Yeah.
To take you, and Astra just comes and is like, "I've got this handled."
Let's say Musa will pay for Igneous. So I took the
Thank you.
400
Astra's
for
like-
me.
Astra just comes over. This is my station. I'll do the tour myself if you guys want.
Oh, that'd
Okay.
be great.
Hell
That'd be cool.
yes.
As long as you don't mind this.
Oh,
Give them a second.
Yeah, no worries.
hold on.
Boop the dawn. I'll keep going boop. A little bit.
Oh,
Oh, they went bye bye. I booped them into the ether. I didn't mean to do
My
this.
laptop went in full-blown sleep mode this time and then disconnected me and
That's
everything.
not good.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like,
God.
for a second.
Last thing we heard was, as long as you don't mind,
As long as you don't mind my daughter hanging along.
No, it's
more the
okay.
merrier.
I believe you met her, Aurora.
Yeah, not Med. Wow, Ruby's like best friends with her.
Oh,
And then
yes,
Aurora
sorry,
was
that
like,
took
she
me
let
way
me ride
longer
her
than it should
giant
to sort of piece
doggo.
those together.
She let me ride her giant doggo.
Oh, I do have a giant doggo.
The only thing that would be better would be riding a pony. I've always wanted to ride a pony.
No.
Oh, we're gonna save that one. Oh, you're gonna be a very, very happy little girl today.
What about a little dinosaur?
You have a dinosaur?
We all
said,
do, technically.
yeah. Well, the thing is, mine is an actual dinosaur, though.
So is
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah, she's just kind of gonna like, you guys are all doing this, and Musa's just kind of like, like she doesn't have anything much better. She's still got bubbles. Like I said, like I'm not always saying this, but she like almost always is like probably like holding bubbles, because like most of her other Pokemon are like bigger and not as easy to just kind of have around. But bubbles she could just kind of hold. She's like I've got bubbles.
Yes,
So
yes, you do.
cute. Can it make bubbles?
She'll kind of she'll just kind of look like Musa doesn't even like she kind of looks down, doesn't even really have to look down as Bubbles lets out just a stream of bubbles into the air.
Aurora just starts dancing in the bubbles. You just got this little kid dancing in the
I
bubbles.
say bubbles may not have bubble, but they do have bubble beam.
So just like Aurora's not dancing in all the bubbles.
Mm-hmm.
I like jumping around to pop them and stuff, like kids do.
I just look over at Astra and I'm like, I am so sorry for the variable sugar high your girl is going to be on today.
It's okay. She told me all about the gym battle you guys had, by the way.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, that was wild.
Yes. See you beat Stina. Yeah, that's the nickname. Because it's Celestina is her name, so
Yeah, Stina.
Celestina.
That makes sense.
Astra calls her Stina.
Do you guys have gyms here?
No, we don't have a gym here. I'm not really a gym leader, more of a scientist myself.
That's fair.
Though we do have some other special stuff you can see by our space center. We also have our own little extra souvenirs that you could get at the end.
Ooh, souvenir. I
Our
love a good
character-
goodie bag.
I may have made up a Pokeball for this location on the spot. So this
Love.
this location does have its own custom Pokeball.
Okay.
Oh,
I
interesting.
was gonna say, even if it didn't,
Let
there's
me
a
guess.
moon ball right there.
Can I take a good guess, Dawn?
What?
Spaceball?
Gonna put an Astro Ball, but then Astra. So yeah, Space Ball. But it's kind of like Pokemon with connections to space, so Meteor, but all Moonstone and Sunstone, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Moonstone Evos, Sunstone Evos, and any Pokemon with connections to space, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Solrock, Lunatone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Technically, you could make arguments for Umbreon and Espeon as well.
I doubt we'll run into one of those.
You probably won't, but you could make arguments for them,
Because
right?
we could just breed them.
And also stuff like Lycanroc even, like, you know what I mean? Like day and night Evos.
Yeah.
If they have
Yeah.
specific connections, also can work. So yeah, we sell Spaceballs here.
Okay.
Oh, do you sell Spaceballs too? The search for more money.
Oh my god.
You're a funny one.
Thanks.
Hey,
Yeah, she'll just kind of go through the this like space tour, just oohing and awing and everything.
Yeah, there's like the planetarium has literally like the night sky room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is there anything that differentiates this universe from hers in terms of like planets, the way that the sky works?
Oh yeah, we have 3 moons.
Not really.
3 moons.
The only
just
thing to
making this up.
differentiate is
The
the fact that
tides are
legendaries
fucked.
hold even more of a strength on the, you know what I mean? On the world than even like Horrid did. Like, Kyogre and Groudon could screw up some stuff.
Oh,
Right?
absolutely.
And you saw what screwed up, how much got screwed up when Manaphy disappeared. And Fiona disappeared.
Yeah.
Like, they hold a lot of sway. Like, they need to actively do it in your world. In this world, nope.
You just see that, like, when they get to the Kyogre part, she's like, oh yeah, we met him. Guy got a bit of an attitude on him, to be fair.
You might not want to say that the Pokemon that controls the seas has an attitude.
I say, Useless just gonna kind of like, just be like,
Is he
They're probably
here?
always listening.
He's friends with Lugia. Lugia has psychic powers. And also, you don't think the legendaries and mythicals don't gossip?
We met Lugia as well.
Oh, it's true. They have a group chat.
they do have a group
Yeah, they
chat.
have a mental group chat.
Just like say, they have a group chat. They've talked about me.
They did, which is fair, because you are kind of like an up-and-coming celebrity.
So just kind of like smiles, but doesn't really know what to say.
Yeah. Well, Deoxys is mostly stayed hidden. Oh, there's the meteorites nearby. Do you guys want to see them?
Oh sure.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely, yes.
Yeah,
And
they're
then- And then you just hear like, just so you don't have replicas.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, because after everything that's happening, Astra's not going to leave the actual meteorites that change Deoxys' forms out in the open.
Understandable.
Right? Like, that's the thing. So, obviously, Astra shows you guys the meteorites that change the forms of Deoxys, show you, like, all this cool stuff about space and stuff. Oh, did you know? So you said you're from the Horrid region originally? Some of the other Guardians who are from the other regions of top.
Yes. I'm originally from Slateport City.
Yeah, some of the other Guardians who are from other regions have told me a bit about it. So, did you know Rayquaza has a Mega?
Rayquaza, big space snake thing. The only
Yeah,
person
look,
in the
it
world
points
that
to
can
the
tell
art of-
Kyogre and Groudon to shut up and go to their room.
They have primal forms.
They have primal. You're telling me I met the big, powerful storm whale and it gets more powerful?
Yep.
And
Wait, how much do we
Rayquaza.
know about this? Like, how much would like, not saying much, but like, what would more so can Musa offhandedly go? Oh yeah, they go up big and glowy, right?
She can't go that.
She's like, they
I'll
go
allow
up
that.
big and
There's literally
glowy.
art of them on the walls.
Yeah, she's like, oh yeah, big and all glowy, right? Big and glowy.
Yeah.
I forgot that was a thing.
They
big
get
and
blow up.
glowy? Because that's what they
Like-
needed for their fucking egos.
If anyone specifically would know more about any of these, it would be probably Igneous, knowing a bit more about Primal Groudon, specifically.
He said probably live in the
Considering-
volcano near where I live.
Yeah, you live on a volcano. You live on a volcano. What do you expect?
And that's not
Obviously,
normally
you
a
know a
fire
bit about Primal
type,
Groudon.
but it's so weird.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Yeah, Groudon somehow is not a fire type. Entei doesn't get Earthquake. The
It
Pokemon
is a
world
fire
doesn't
type in its
work.
primal version, I believe.
It is.
Nope.
It is,
because
yes.
it's 4 times weak to water as primal. Because can I explain why I know this? It was an epic musical meme with Pokemon. I'm not gonna go into it too deeply because late in the musical, right? But it's like you've screwed yourself. You are 4 times weak to water now, right? Groudon uses Solar Beam on Kyogre
Uh,
and just keeps using Solar Beam on Kyogre in response.
well, okay. So apparently what they needed was to get even stronger. Wait a second. Rayquaza has a Mega. Don't Megas need to be activated by trainers?
Not by Quazy.
Oh, cool. Oh, cool. So you can just casually break the rules, too.
Yeah, Quasar is something.
Whereabouts
Also,
do we
you might
find
also
these
be-
Mega Stones again? I think I asked somebody before, but I have the memory of a sieve.
Oh, Moonstone Grotto. After the Tech Expo, you should probably be heading there. That's where the gym is.
Oh.
Noted. Duly noted. Yes, chef.
Be careful. The leader.
Sorry, the
I
leader
would be
what?
careful though. The leader has a test for you if you want to get your hands on Mega Stones.
Oh, I'll
this is
get
being mentioned.
tested. I've been tested by legendaries. I'm telling you,
Like-
this gym leader doesn't want to smoke.
This is where, and I'll say this. This is what I'm saying, and this is it, right?
Yeah.
Moonstone Grotto. This is me saying. This is an optional challenge. You will get Megas later on, right?
Yes.
If you fail.
Yeah.
But if you win, you get them earlier. It will be. It's supposed to be built with a very slim chance of winning. But if you play it right, you can win, right? Really hard. So it's also supposed to be a no hard feelings. You're not exactly supposed to win this, right?
So if we win, all the better, basically.
Yeah, basically.
Fair.
That challenge will be awaiting you at Moonstone Grotto.
This is something
Okay.
Dawn's had planned the whole time. They've hinted at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have a hazmat suit on with all that more.
And also, a bit more, just quickly about the style. This is going to be for the. How many of you guys are familiar with Dynamax range styles?
Me.
Yep.
4 Pokemon versus 1 big boss. It's going to be that style. Okay?
Ah, okay. So it's gonna be like
You get one
for
Pokemon
each of
each.
us.
Yeah, against 1 big boss Pokemon.
Totally fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, so I've heard about your guys' plan, and it seems to be good. There'll be a boat over to show event tomorrow. We can head over there then.
Oh.
If you want, I can come with you to help set it up.
Sprayers,
That'd be great.
I also know the Guardian,
sparkle
so
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Buckingham,
Especially to have someone there to vouch for us.
Argento, Power Falls,
course.
Criminals, Goria.
of course, I'm one of the better tech peoples in the region. Who Brain just blacked really hard there. Apologies.
No worries. We know pretty
Who
much
do you-
99% of this on the
Who do you
space.
think trades the people who help fix stuff like healers and stuff in Pokemon centers?
Oh, you know what? I totally get that, actually. When we go catching Pokemon, I can sort of repair failed Pokeballs on the fly. So, I'm a little bit good with tech myself.
And then you just hit attacking and training, I see.
Yeah, you know, I do what I can do.
happens. Fair. Not easy, but if you pick it up and you have the skills, it can be very useful.
For sure.
Did you know that some extreme people who are really good at tech can create eggs of certain Pokemon?
You mean like breeders?
No.
Like from
Actually.
scratch?
Yep. This is me telling you about what a very interesting class here. This is part of the researcher class, okay?
Yeah, Dawn's handed it to me a few times.
It's an interesting thing. This isn't what I've told you about because it's very limited, right? But let me find it. Researcher, it's under the chemistry research field, right?
So
Yeah.
they're doing it.
Playing God. Choose Castborn, Grimer, Coffin, Magnemite, Porygon, Solosis, Trubbish, or Vortal. Using your chemistry set, you create an artificial egg of the chosen Pokemon that hatches within a day. The result Pokemon is born at level 5 with the nature and ability of your choice.
Great test.
And additionally, you may enhance the Pokemon in certain ways.
Yeah, trying to
Right?
fill out,
Okay.
and she's.
I mean, that's
So,
not
yeah.
too bad. I mean, some of those Pokemon are just straight garbage, but
Trubbish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have been learning to do. I used to do that myself. My Porygon. I made.
did you
That's
make
cool.
Steve?
No, Steve is from another dimension.
Oh, yo, I knew we got along well for a reason.
I don't think your dimension, but another version of your dimension. From what I've heard, Steve's from Kanto. Or Johto, somewhere around there.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
Kanto,
no,
I remember
we're
where
aware
Steve
of
was from.
Kanto. They're kind of like the snobs of my region. Right? They're like,
Don't
oh,
tell
everything was better
Lila
back in
that.
the original 151. Like, shut up.
Don't say that to Lila.
I'd say it's just
Lila's from Kanto.
wasn't isn't Professor Cypress from your Kanto as well?
Out of Kanto,
Look-
Cypress is Eliza and Ruby are from the same world. There's 3 different worlds going on here. There's the parallel of Ruby and Varys's world,
Okay,
which is Lila's
but
world,
she-
and then there's
She
the,
doesn't necessarily know this. Isn't Professor Cypress from Kanto as well?
yeah, you might not want to say that to Lila or Professor Cypress.
Well, no, like, they're fine. Like, they obviously expanded their knowledge and stuff. I'm just saying that, like, you know, not to stereotype all Cantonian people, it's just you run into a lot of them that are very elitist.
Understandable.
And this is more of my sort of inside joke to people who are like, oh, the games were the best in Gen 1 when there was only 151 Pokemon. I'm like, bitch, shut up. Let me have my fairy types.
Let me have my fairy types. Let me have my penguins.
Let me have my penguins. Like, yes, did the Pokemon over the years become more fuckable? Sure, but as a society, we just have to cope with that.
I am disappointed in you, man, but that's a normal occurrence.
But
You shouldn't be
motherfuckers
going,
were doing
it's
this shit in
mad.
Gen 1, like Machamp wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, you get shown around. You get to go into the rocket, but obviously do not touch the controls, kind of thing.
Oh,
So no
yeah.
big red button.
No big red button. There is no big red button because, yeah.
Because
And
yeah.
during the spaceship trip, Aurora is literally in Astra's arms because Astra does not trust a 5-year-old to not press all the buttons.
Valid.
Fair.
Aurora and Ruby have the same look on their face. The look of, like, must not touch the things.
Astra just looks at Varys.
Listen, Musa's over here going like, Ruby, I see that look.
I'm not gonna touch it.
No.
Hey, Dawn, you remember the thing I DM'd you about not too long ago?
Let me double check. Oh no!
She's gonna look at like bubbles in her hands and at Ruby, and she's gonna be like, "Here, hold bubbles."
Oh,
Act-
hi, bubbles. Yeah, you bubbles.
It's a hand.
Musa has learned a new skill: weaponized ADHD.
And Barris has chained a new skill known as the power of the chomp.
Okay, so Neo did DM this to me previously.
Okay.
Am I getting bitten?
Maybe.
Am I the
Just a
ADHD
little.
Brock?
Yeah.
I'm just like, I wasn't going to. Okay, yes, I get it. Fine. I didn't
Thank
even
you.
do the thing. Next time I'm gonna do the thing. If I'm getting bitten at my fucking ankles for this shit, I'm at least gonna do it.
When you
Yeah, I
let
figured,
Dawn
you know,
breathe.
saying here, hold bubbles is probably more of a passive way to say, of like, you know, don't touch all the things because you've got a Pokemon in your hands.
You have things in your hands. You can't touch things now.
What if Bubble wants to touch it though?
Bubbles, do you want to touch the things?
Ashton just hears that and just looks, no. Especially not a water type around electrical controls.
Yeah, Musa's gonna be like, probably.
Doesn't it have
best
Storm
you don't-
Drain, Dawn?
Well, but the Storm Drain, that's Shellos, and
Yeah, I've seen the wrong
it
Pokemon,
protects
okay.
against water, not electric.
Yeah, you're thinking lightning rod.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do not want water near my electrical machines.
I know. I'm gonna be good. Don't worry, Mom and Dad.
You are acting like Aurora, and she is 5.
Yes. Well, I had a very sheltered childhood, and then I got thrusted through a wormhole and given a pony. Life's been weird.
I think you just hear, wait, you have a pony?
Yes, like I said, your day is gonna get so much better.
Just, I have pony. And now Aurora's singing the My Little Ponytail theme song.
But the legally distinct My Little Pony theme song.
Yeah.
So how do
That's why it's My
Alicorns
Little
look
Ponyta.
How do Alicorns
Red.
look in My Little
My Little
Ponyta?
Ponyta, yes.
A ponytail? That's all I'm doing. Because obviously, stream. But, Alicorns in My Little Ponyta. There's no flying horses in Pokemon.
There aren't any.
That's weird.
Yeah, we need a flying horse in Pokemon.
How have
That's-
we
flying
never had a
horses.
Pegasus Pokemon?
Yeah, that's my issue.
They-
We have an issue here. And it's the
We
lack of
need
flying
flying
horses.
Have we even had a
flying horses.
unicorn? Because we've had colorful horses. We have flaming horses.
Rapidash has a horn.
I forget about that.
So does Galarian Rapidash. Yeah, we have unicorns.
Yeah, we have unicorns. We have a ton of horses. We don't have any Pegasi.
Yes, this is a
We
problem.
don't even have any Alicorns.
No,
You know, or it's a
this is
boat.
also a problem. This is also a problem.
Like you think they would make a Pegasi mythical or something?
Like you'd think.
You
They
would
have a
think.
unicorn mythical in Keldeo.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
no, they give us 2 Pokemon that are fucking motorcycles. So we can
That don't
turn
even
Okay,
have
to be
all
fair,
the
a motorcycle
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Pokemon are cool.
5Ds.
They give us 3. There's Cyclizar.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even evolve into Koraidon or Miraidon. Like,
Because they're the past and future versions of Cyclothar.
then shouldn't there be thousands of them since there's thousands of what's it called? Cyclizars?
I don't know because we can't go into past or future.
Yep.
Fucking it's
But
real
yeah.
dumb.
That is. They're cool though. Specifically Miraidon. I'm a Miraidon fan. Come at me. Koraidon's kind of ugly.
Well, oh, damn, okay.
Don?
Regina George ass, okay.
It's not my style. I will say that, especially, right? It's interesting. Nowhere near my style of Pokemon, right?
Yeah, I'm
Miraidon,
not,
on the other hand,
I'm not the biggest
Right on.
fan of, like, it's a modern day thing, but it's a Pokemon.
for me, it's more just like an ancient bike as a Pokemon. I like the whole motorcycle look and the way they did that, personally.
since we're gonna begin a very soon, we're probably gonna begin a gun Pokemon. We've already had a keychain.
Yeah, we have a
Weepin.
sword, we have a
Weepin.
shield.
I know about
Weepin.
2 cannon.
Weepin. Remoraid.
Yeah, but I'm talking actual
Okay.
gun.
But yeah. Yeah, you get shown about the rocket, and then eventually take it and thing. And it's like, also, this talk came with lunch. You get given lunch.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
And it's space-themed cupcakes.
I
A part
love
of your
it.
lunch.
Are they explosive?
No,
No, but
they
the,
just have like galaxy icing.
the cafeteria lady's name is Piper.
No. Weepin.
Yes, the cafeteria. Actually, no. Piper. Actually, there is a Piper in this universe. I may have made Ashlyn and Piper in this universe.
Okay, have you done? Does Piper have a sister?
Okay, I didn't have your permission.
You could have asked.
It is
God.
kind of impossible to get permission for something if you don't ask the person.
Yeah.
Dawn, you have my permission to make Sonata a Pokemon
Okay.
trainer.
Okay. We all know where Sonata's gonna be from. You realize Sonata and Piper are from. You've already been there.
I was saying, they're from Melody, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like you just didn't see them while you were there.
Yeah, they're quite literally
Obviously.
bards. It's yeah.
Throwing in references to other campaigns in
Yeah, I meant to make this like a
NPCs.
one-off quip thing, not like the fact that they're actually here. This was not. I didn't know that was happening.
Yeah, me and Stoffy came up with something with Piper and with Ashlyn in this. They will appear later.
Nice. Okay.
Well, you know it's an alternate universe then, because we've already had fucking Sonata almost die. But you know, that's neither here nor there. We finished the tour.
And then... Sorry.
No worries.
And then...
Oh no. That timing.
And then Dawn's mic dies.
And then you get set loose at a gift shop.
Oh no.
So yeah, have fun.
Oh,
And
We
like,
don't know what's in
have
the
you
gift
ever
shop.
been to a science museum?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You all those
I
like
mean-
little sciencey toys.
What we-
This is full of those.
I say, Sciencey Toys, I've been to the Smithsonian.
Well, is it?
We have
I
a
don't know if
national
it's
one of
the
these.
same. In
Yeah.
Florida, we have Ripley's Believe It or Not. Does that count?
I don't know. So it's like filled with like all those little sciencey toys and silly little kid experiments and stuff. Like this is where you
Okay.
take kids on a school field trip.
Mm-hmm.
She will. She
And there
will
also
very
are
well
some
get a
Spaceballs.
commemorative hat.
And there are some space Pokeballs
Okay.
as well. The Spaceballs.
How much are they?
400.
For one.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No,
They
it's
are really
fine.
good because they do Sunstone, Moonstone, any space theme like Meteor and stuff, right?
I'll get one. I can barely afford it, but if you said there's going to be a catching session soon, it might come in handy.
There's going to be a catching session, and the theme is those kind of Pokemon.
Did you
Yeah.
also say that there was like a goodie bag or something near the end?
Yes, I would say there is a goodie bag that comes with like merch, a couple of Spaceballs and stuff. Like a few, you get a few Spaceballs, some merch, some silly little toys.
Oh, wait.
You know what I mean?
Wait, if we're just getting a goodie bag with that, I might not buy any because I don't think I'll use them that often.
But a goodie bag is like a bundle you can buy. Sorry,
Okay,
not an
how much
actual
is
thing.
it?
Your goodie bag was your lunch that came with it all, right?
Oh,
Wow.
they charge you
Fair.
for the goodie bag. That's how they get you.
Yeah.
The
I
goodie
think-
bag is about 1,000 because you come with like 3 Spaceballs, which is a discount, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna buy one space ball then.
Okay.
I'll
Like, you
use,
get 1,000.
whenever
which
we
is free.
use them, I will put the modifiers in.
Yeah. You get free space balls, you get just a bunch of, like, merch and toys and stuff. And it comes at a discount because obviously
She is
we
going to
didn't
grab
grab
the.
a commemorative hat.
Yeah, she is going to grab the goodie bag.
Okay. Anyone else want to buy anything? Spaceballs or goodie bag?
How much are the goodie bags again? I forgot.
1,000 includes free spaceballs and other just like trinkets.
You know what? I'll take a goodie bag.
I'll take a goodie bag as well.
Okay. Here's the thing. I had to make it less than like 1,000, and it had to be like free because if no, it wouldn't be worth it because the trinkets don't actually do anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair.
You know what I mean? They're just flavor.
Yeah.
But oh, what a
Right.
flavor.
Yeah, you just got like you get commemorative merch and stuff. The goodie bag, it has a little mystery box of a mystery merch item. One of you gets a snow globe
Okay.
that has the rocket inside it.
Really just need to print it.
Like a snow globe with the rocket.
Well, at least now I
Um,
can pretend to press the buttons.
It's inside the globe. You can't exactly reach inside the globe to press the rocket buttons.
I have an imagination.
I hope you enjoyed the tour. I hope you enjoyed the tour of all the things. That's out of character. I'm sorry. I don't know how I would like describe the whole tour thing. So I kind of like
Yeah.
skipped to the end. of
It's
the tour.
okay.
Yeah, no, you're good.
I hope you enjoyed the tour. That's all. Like, I've got to go back to work at the lab. I need to find Nate though to drop off Aurora first. Nate's looking after Aurora alongside obviously his own kids because I need to work and Celestine is currently not exactly well.
It's
Celestine
okay.
is trying to get clues for genocide and stuff.
Completely understandable.
Actually, we can take her home. I did kind of promise her at the end of the day to show her the Pony.
I can spell.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. You spelled Pikachu.
You know what?
You know,
Close
it'd
enough.
be really funny if one of us had a Pikachu.
We don't.
But we don't.
Just like the kid cannot spell. Just
They are
like,
fine.
You spelled Pikachu. Like I had the letter P. That's Pikachu, right?
Close enough.
Close
She'll just
enough.
kind of like look. She'll just kind of look at Ruby and go, "Yeah, it's a Pikachu."
It's Pikachu. It's fine.
Peter Mouse. Okay. Like, okay, they should be at the dock with the other two. I'll get some lodging set up for you guys for the night. I'll send them over a message. I have your numbers from the group chat.
So does that mean that's pretty much the end of the session?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't really have much.
Well, since
I
we don't
know.
usually end it, do we want to do the catching session if you want to do it
You
this time
guys
around?
can.
Yeah,
Okay.
3
Yeah,
hours
long
is still
for
a
one.
pretty decent time for a normal session, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, that was a 3-hour session.
And a mostly ad-libbed one.
Yeah, that whole puzzle was ad-libbed.
You know what
Yeah.
that means.
Everyone, what we can-
Stream, you're getting yourself another treat of having another freaking catching session get streamed. Y'all gotta know, this doesn't happen often. That's why you gotta follow, if you're watching this on the YouTube, you gotta come over and follow the stream to see these games live. And if you are on the stream, you gotta go to the YouTube channel to watch the other catching sessions. You little shits.
Yeah, these guys, I have to deal with jokingly these guys being idiots most of the time.
Yeah, I'm more of an idiot in other things.
Yeah. I am a shit disturber.
So I'm curious about what
Alright.
areas.
And
on
then,
your
and it's
map.
like, and then you just hear a gasp or like, ooh, I can show them all of my favorite spots where the Pokemon hang out.
Oh, that would be
Cool
great.
idea.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. And then
Yeah.
obviously when we get outside, well, we'll make a pit stop to the Pokemon Center first, so that I can bring Celestia out. Okay,
By
you
the way,
ready
I'm
for
also
this? Pony.
yeah. It's a pony. Well, it just runs up at the pony. To the pony, just like, gives the
Oh,
pony all the pets.
Oh, to be a child again.
It's like seeing a pony.
Maybe.
Basically, I'm letting them.
It's not said in like condescending. It's just kind of like you're like, oh, to be a child again. And she's like, you are a child.
Yeah. She doesn't even deny it.
Also, I will say, once they left the rocket, Misa probably took Bubbles back. But yeah.
Yeah. So, by the way, there's a bunch of different Pokemon. Like, if you can try and give me good enough reasons on why Spaceball will work, and I'll decide. There's not an actual definitive list.
That's fair.
Dawn's like, if you think it can work, tell me why, and maybe yes.
Yeah, kind of thing. Like, there's some that obviously work. Like Star Pokemon, like Starmie, right?
Yeah.
So what Lunatone? The Gothorita line come from outer space, believed to be, right?
Fair.
Yeah.
We said look at lore.
LGM, BHM, funny enough, Duskull appears on this page because they come from the spirit world. They're extraterrestrial, technically. Obviously, Paradox, you're not getting paradoxes. Meteor.
Clefairy.
Clefairy, obviously.
Which is also part of like the Moonstone side of things.
And then the Moonstone, Sunstone stuff. Right.
Yeah. So, what are the different regions that we can check out for Pokemon obtaining?
Yeah. Aurora basically is like, oh, there's one main area.
Okay.
Can
you show us where that is?
Yeah,
No,
Aurora basically. Can I ride the pony there?
Of course.
I guess pony, and it guides the pony to like this rocky area that has like this rocky area, like the cliffs and stuff. Not to the edge of the cliff, obviously, but the rocky area near the cliffs and stuff that overlook the water. You can also fish here if you want, but like I think the cool Pokemon are better. This is where I found my Meteor.
Okay.
That is cool that you have a Meteor.
I'm still deciding. I might fish for one of mine, just for one, you know.
That. And I need to look at wishlist. I will be honest. Most of your wishlist Pokemon don't fit on this. You're probably not gonna get a wishlist Pokemon here unless
Feel
I
free
can
to ignore wish list if you want.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I know I told you this too. Like, my wish list
I'm more informing you. Like,
very...
I've been working very much on wishlist, but like,
yeah.
I've told you
my wish list is very much just vibes.
Mine is just
like,
random things I think of at the time.
Yeah. Mine is like, you know, a mix of Pokemon I know / Musa vibes.
I do have an idea for one of you because I have a really weird reasoning on why this Pokemon can be counted as extraterrestrial for the Space Ball.
Okay.
Oh god. What? Like, this have involved me.
Who is it?
It doesn't.
Okay.
It's Weeping.
Okay, it's one of Weeping's.
One of Weeping's Pokemon. I have reasoning why I believe they could fit into.
I half want to leave it a surprise, so I'm not going to look at my list right now.
Okay. So you know what? All of you can go roll me a perception check.
Okay.
These
I
have
will
not been
instead
very good
use
lately.
my honey as bait.
Or bait, yeah.
So I have one last use of Skill Monkey.
That's the best roll I had so far.
I'm trying to find my DMs with
I'm gonna reroll that. It's average by 1 billion.
That is a 7 on a 2d6.
It's worse, but it's exactly average.
Musa, let me help you out with that.
Yeah, no, Weepin, you should have stuck with the 17
So
when
plus
you had the chance to.
3.
There was
Yes.
decent odds of me doing better, but I'm fine.
11!
Mine's perfectly average for 5d6.
Nutty the fuck?
Okay, so you know what? Maybe I'll start with you because you rolled the highest. You do notice a Pokemon. Well, actually, no. You don't. Well, you're gonna know it's a Pokemon either way, but you notice something there that wasn't there originally. You know how badly I wanted to turn that into reference. I'm not going to.
Must be
Okay.
something there that wasn't there before.
Thank you, man.
You're welcome.
Don, can we do meet last for? I'm something's going on with my family. I need to go check in.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. Let me see. Well, okay, then we'll do B. Red, I usually leave your bait till last.
Yeah, no, that's fine because my first one was a failure anyway.
Okay. Honestly, I'll be honest. I can see you having this Pokemon. It's cute, okay?
Okay.
So, you notice this little pink Pokemon, like, wandering around near the rocks, circling one of the rocks, dancing around a
Okay.
little bit.
Okay. Musa starts dancing with it.
And you just hear a little chant of, Clefairy, Clefairy. And
She's
it's
dancing with a
around the rock.
Goodness. She's doing the Clefairy dance with the Clefairy.
Yeah, you know,
Totally
like,
tongue
have
line
you seen
moment.
it when they circle around that meteorite and they just go,
Yeah.
Clefairy, Clefairy?
Yes,
That's what's happening.
that is one of the few episodes of Pokemon I have seen. Hence why I immediately go, she's doing the Clefairy dance for the Clefairy.
Yeah.
Joining in, she has no hesitation. Joining in the Clefairy dance. She's not quite chanting Clefairy, but like, you know, she's joining in, being,
Hey,
dancing.
can you DM me what Pokemon you have on you? Give me a second.
Oh, I can just tell. Oh, what? All of the Pokemon I have on me?
Yes, your six
Okay.
Pokemon.
Okay, I mean, Bubbles she's just kind of, holding Bubble. She's got Bubbles, but
I'm looking to see what Pokemon you have on you because of funny stuff.
okay. Hold on, I need to get my list. I need to keep checking my list. That's... Oh, yes, and... this. That's my list. Those are the Pokemon that I have.
Okay, so
Oh.
2 of your Pokemon, actually no, 3 of your Pokemon come out of the Pokeballs and join this little Clefairy dance.
Okay, who's joining the Clefairy dance?
Well, this Clefairy dance is kind of like a conga line in a circle, so Piplup.
Okay.
Curly is like a little ballerina.
I'm back, by the way.
Can I take a guess at the last one, Dawn?
I think you
What?
should stop one.
Or Choreo?
Okay, 4. I'm adding Oricorio to this list.
Oh my goodness.
But Spinda
Yes,
is doing little spins of it.
Spinda's-
And then Bubbles also tries to jump down, right?
Yeah,
To
she'll
join it
let
as
Bubbles
well.
jump down.
So now you just got your Pokemon going in a circle with this Clefairy that's just going
She's
Clefairy,
This
Clefairy.
is not intentional, and like so her Pokemon are all like doing their sounds, but probably trying at least like Bubbles, who's already like been doing this for like all of them without her even doing anything, is probably mimicking the Clefairy like inflections, saying like Brion or whatever. Like they're probably just playing along with Musa and just copying the Clefairy. She's just dancing with the Clefairy.
Yeah, so you just got like this little Clefairy. Actually, can I combine this with someone else's catching at the same time? As a fun thing.
Sure.
So you also notice that you're not exactly circling around a rock, but what seems to look like a statue.
Hey. She doesn't care. She's following the Clefairy.
And this is the statue that Igneous had noticed. The statue.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh
I do
my
have
God.
DMs of Weeping.
I think I know.
I think I know what it is too.
What is happening?
I have an
Bad DM
idea.
it.
No, I think I know what
Hold
this is.
I'm gonna DM it to you, Don.
A
Hey,
statue.
you guys
I have an idea.
All I know is I'm dancing with a Clefairy.
No, Leo, no.
Ah,
No.
Curious
So, yeah,
what Neil
you're-
thought.
It's, I will say Leo thought no sparse. It is
No,
no sparse.
I have an idea, especially since it's semi-space themed, but I'm waiting.
So, just the statue kind of starts. You might notice the statue kind of starts moving a lot, bopping side to side. Now actually moving.
She'll kind of go, okay, cool, you're a Pokemon, you're not just a rock. Cool. Join us. Like, this is like, she's not even
hold on.
Clefairy.
No, no.
She just kind of says, join, she just like, you know, she's not even like trying to catch a Clefairy. This is with a wild Clefairy who's probably just like, why are you doing this? Or is absolutely enjoying the heck out of the attention. Who knows?
Could be both.
Probably both. But, yeah. She, you know, she's like, here, come join us.
So you just got this little Clefairy dance happening in a circle around this statue-like Pokemon.
That
It's
is
bopping
starting
side to side in the middle of the circle.
to dance along, yes.
Yeah.
To which I just turned to Varys and I'm like, I never want to hear you guys complaining that I'm childish ever again.
Well,
She gets challenged when it comes to dancing with Pokemon.
I'm just
this
saying,
is different.
I'm not yucking the yum.
Ruby, this is different.
Okay. Okay, I'm here. I'm here for it. Tell me how.
The way you were going at it about earlier, now that's what I'm worried about.
So I have an idea of the Pokemon Dawn, like I said, but I could be very wrong.
I want to hear your theory.
I'll DM you it. It could be right.
Okay.
Don't confirm either way. I'm fine
She's gonna
either way.
like, so she's like right behind the Clefairy. She's gonna kind of, you know, she's still dancing, but she's gonna actually voice to the Clefairy and go, "Do you want to keep dancing and be on my team?" Like, you know, join us in dancing, like indicating, you know, the fact that, you know, her Pokemon have all just decided to join the dance.
I will say between the this is not fair because all three of you sent me different ones, right? Between
Okay.
one of you is right. Okay?
Interesting.
Between one of you is right. So, but the Clefairy's just like, I have a rock friendo. Kind
A
of
rock
look.
friendo. Well, she's gonna look. Is Igneous looking at the rock the rock friendo?
Igneous is.
Okay,
I am
she
looking
could
at
be like, well, I think my friend is looking at your rock friend, and he's really good at like training Pokemon to be really really strong, and so you come with me, and we can keep dancing like this, and you'll get to see your rock friend. She doesn't even know, like she's, you know, the and you'll get to see your rock friend get big and strong too.
And then the Clefairy just nods. And by the way, while you were doing this dance, in the line joined a kid on a pony.
Wait, so yeah, Igneous will be
I
right
love
by
this.
Musa, trying to say that I agree.
Well, because you're already staring at it, like you're
Yeah.
already looking at it like you're interested, like you want it. You're not just watching Musa be, you're not just acting Musa. You're not just watching Musa act like a 5-year-old. I will fully admit that is indeed what is happening here. She's acting like a
You
5-year-old.
got the
She's
5-year-old
dancing.
to join in with you on top of a
She's-
pony.
She's dancing with a Clefairy.
Ruby is just
Um,
sitting there with arms crossed, just like, good. Yes. This is exactly how this day ends.
So yeah, this Clefairy wants to go with you. Do you want to use a space ball on it?
Yes.
For the aesthetic? Just like,
Yes.
roll a D100 technically. They wants to go with you. It's thing. D100 minus 20.
Okay.
Like it's near an ultra ball sort of style
Yeah.
level catch rate.
Minus
For-
20 because I can't type. That's That's a 16.
That's a definite catch. Like, I'm sorry, but 16 is super low, and that's the point.
Now I guess roll for
You have a
shiny.
Clefairy. Roll for shiny.
I do have a Clefairy. I love this. The amount, I think
Shiny
I've gotten
Clefairy is
all
so
of my pretty much
iconic.
all of my Pokemon by just dancing with them. That is not a shiny.
Rip.
You almost you were one away from rolling the same number twice.
Yeah.
That's true.
Since I'm back, do you want me to go up to the statue?
Sure.
It's
So-
moving around a bit.
I will say, as soon as the Clefairy is caught, she immediately sends it back out. Like, I know it's supposed to go to computer. I don't really care right now. This is more
I'll
just
let
the...
you for like catching sessions because you're not actually battling, right?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
You
she
are.
immediately sends the Clefairy back out, and it is, they're dancing again.
I don't like to separate people. Pokemon from their friends. Like I have a few other ones who didn't want to leave theirs, so I've always offered to bring them back. Would you like to join my team so that you're with your friend more often?
The Pokemon not. I'm not going to tell you what Pokemon you have yet. You can
I'm gonna-
catch it first.
Yeah, I'm gonna bonk on the head with the space ball. 1d20 minus 20, I'm guessing.
I would say there is an
D100
argument for this Pokemon being used with a space ball. So yes, I'll explain my argument once you know what Pokemon it is.
-6.
Yeah, I have a feeling, just slightly, that catches. What do you guys think?
I think
I
that
think
could
Yeah.
have, I think that
Yeah.
could have caught Rayquaza.
Let's see if my mystery Pokemon is shiny. 5, no.
It is
No.
as regular as it could ever be.
Okay, so do you want to know what Pokemon you got?
Sure.
A Golett.
Oh, that is on my
Okay.
list.
Yeah, I realized it after it.
And
Yeah,
I
'cause
got
you-
it right.
You know, like the little rocket booster scene.
Yes. Oh, and Pixelmon.
No, like, but in the anime, it just has rocket boosters at one point. That's
Yep.
my reasoning. The Golett should have space ball.
I guess potentially Claydol.
Could have
All
worked,
right,
but
well,
yeah, Med got it. Let's go to Nia. I always leave bait to last. Med knows this.
Yes.
What should I give? What should you find? You look around and you see a glint of something. Like something glints and catches your eye. Like
oh no, poor
the
Don.
sun is reflected off like the sun is reflected off something. I will say this Pokemon is not a spaceball Pokemon, but I will try and give like more. There's gonna be more than just this catching session for spaceball. Just I came up with this one for an idea. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, you
Okay.
catch a glint of something, like the light reflects something and it catches your eye. Would you like to
Hold
go
on.
investigate?
Wait, what is that over there?
Yes, follow the bright light. Let's follow the bright light.
It's hard to see because the light is bright.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
But it seems like the light isn't coming from there, it's more like the light is being reflected or something.
Yeah, go ahead.
As I'm guessing you get closer.
Yes, I do.
That's when you notice the shape of Pokemon, not the thing. You notice almost like a sword next to this stone.
Well, this is weird Pokemon.
It's a sword.
Well,
It's I think if you pull it out, you become the king of the region.
hey, I'll test it.
Hell yeah.
So I'm guessing you try and pick up the sword.
I do.
The sword starts moving away from you, just like dodging you trying to pick it up.
Okay. You saw that too, right, Ruby?
Okay, well, shit, it's a Pokemon. But let's be honest, it's still a sword Pokemon, and that's fucking cool.
And the funny thing is, you guys have seen a sword Pokemon before back at Battle Royale. Alindra had one on her back. An Aegislash.
Yeah, this thing kind of looks like what Alindra had, but like a lot smaller.
Yeah, I agree.
You wanna, like, I don't know, how do you talk to a fucking sword?
Hey, sorry if I tried to spook you by trying to pick you up, but but I never saw you before.
And the sword just like kind of like does a little like tilt to the side to kind of give like a head tilt kind of look. You know, like the sword just tilts to the side.
You know, you seem very interesting to me. How would you like to come with me on my journey?
The sword just like the sword just kind of looks as like a kind of once adventure look. Like just a little like sword nod by like tilting its blade up and down kind of look. Like this thing doesn't have a face.
I do like,
It's
though,
a
that you
sword.
casually said, you know, like a little sword nod. Like that's supposed to be a thing that we know.
Like the tip of the sword goes up and down.
Alright then. I will use a great ball for it, because you said that it's not space ball.
Yeah, a Hodage is not a space ball.
Yeah.
I don't remember what. I've been too wrong.
It'll be 100 minus 10, because it's a great ball, I think.
Can I also, I don't actually want you to come up with anything, Dawn, but can I clock it in the Pokedex and then use that as an in-universe reason to look it up in the Dex?
Yeah.
Just because I want to check a thing.
But yeah, I will. Yeah, just roll to catch. I'm pretty sure it's a minus 15. Or something. Like, it's either a minus 10. Actually, I think it's minus 10.
It's
Is
minus
it?
10 for a great ball.
Yeah, because I did minus 5 for Pokemon, minus 10 for Great Ball, minus 20 for Ultra.
Uh,
Yeah, I'd say that. Just about catches. Like, it takes a second, so 1 shake, 2 shake, 3 shake, you're not sure. Ding. You've got a Hodage. And now, how many ghost types do you have?
let's see. Eventually I'll have a Skrelligurge. I currently have a Surlage, a Ghastly, now a Honedge.
Ghost type trainer.
You pay
You're
for
the
the
ghost
whole
type,
seat,
Kaido.
but you only use the
Come
edge.
on, 90 or higher. Damn it!
You got a nat 1 on a D100.
We've done that before.
I
Also, Dawn,
feel bad.
I sent you a thing about abilities.
Thing is,
To be fair,
Thing
at
is-
this point, you have now gotten a Nat 1 and a Nat 100 on a shiny roll.
yeah.
You know what? Okay, you can have Dorada. Yeah.
For what
Um,
ability?
Let's just say Pokemon has the equivalent of I am your shield.
As bodyguard.
Oh
Oh, I love that.
no! Let's just sigh.
It's just a sigh of realizing how much men has
Look at
been
that.
tortured by I am your shield, and then now.
Dawn going, oh no, I am about to feel Med's
This
pain.
is a ghost type with this. Imagine if I trigger it with a normal type or a fighting type move.
I also
news,
realized
you've
that
already faced
Bodyguard
normal
can
gym.
stack with Friend Guard.
It's also electric. It's a thing. Also, if I already resist
Oh,
a thing, if I
wait.
double resist, is it 0.25 or is it 0?
It'll
It's
be
0.25.
0.25.
Um,
Okay.
Speaking of no guard,
Oh yeah, this thing's basic ability is no guard.
just no guard.
I get no god as a high ability.
You still get
Yeah.
your advanced ability, Neo, because they start at 20. Which I believe you only
Yeah,
pick between 2, because I think weaponize is not a thing that Dawn uses.
I just hope it's not stall. Stall is bad.
Neo, look at what I said in our thing earlier.
I
One more
see.
level.
It's what next? Is it straight up just next level?
It's level 7. We can because we get a feature. We're level
Yeah,
6 right now.
next level abilities can be changed with mentor stuff.
Well, I'm still doing. You want me still try for 3, 1d3, Don,
Yeah,
or d2?
D2.
Oh,
Oh,
hey,
That's okay.
hypercutter.
You got the good
That's
one.
hypercutter.
but yeah,
Oh.
So yeah, Matt, I believe you failed the roll.
I did, so I'm going to go again. Because I believe I get 3 chances at this.
If Med fails 2 more times, can I assist with looking around?
Yeah,
I don't think that's a failure.
That's
not a
not
failure.
it. That's not a failure at
so.
all.
But here's the thing. Do I want this to make this a convenient encounter for you, or do I want to cause chaos?
The answer is always yes.
The answer is just yes.
So, you are putting out the bait for Pokemon for the second time. The first time no one wanted it. Okay?
Yep.
Second time. And as you do that, something hits you on the head.
Is it blunt? Or is it...
Kinda, yeah.
Ow! Okay. You know, we normally use our words. But let's go ahead and do this then. And she'll turn around to face whatever this is.
The thing is waving a hammer at you. Just like bonk
Mr.
hammer kind of look.
Monkey!
You get what you messed out on earlier.
It's Tink-a-Tink.
She narrows her eyes. Has this Tink-a-Tink followed her? Or is it a
Yes.
different one?
Yes!
You know what? I'm gonna make it the same Tink-a-Tink for the bunnies.
I see you too like to journey very far.
And then hammer motions of the bonking motions in response.
You know, let me tell you a story, little friend. We are going to be going up against a lot of very bad people. People who like
It's
to
like,
kidnap Pokemon and make life hell for others.
Oh no, I have the Rookadee this was after. You know, it's a Corvus Scribe right now.
And I would
Yep.
love to have someone that can wield that hammer like you can to bonk a bunch of bitches upside the face.
it's like, and then just like you just see a bunch of bonking, like I can bonk them. Think. Okay, so the energy of this Tink-a-Tink, right? And then you'll get this, right?
Yeah.
Final episode of Has Been Hotel, nifty.
Oh, yes.
When someone get nifty a dagger. That's the energy of this Tink-a-Tink right now. With the hammer.
It's like,
Stab.
I think this is a partnership that's going to work out. But first I must rectify what I failed at all those long times ago. So, with all the love in my heart, don't make this easy on me. And I will
The
go for
Tink-a-Tink
the...
gets ready to baseball bat that Pokeball back for fun. Like you said, don't make it easy. Tink-a-Tink gets the hammer ready like a baseball bat.
So I will clock this thing in my dex. What region is it from again, originally?
Yeah.
Yeah, Paldea, yeah.
Paldea. So...
Gen 9.
Oh, I think I need to do Gen 9 homebrew dex for that, then?
Pinned in the channel.
Yes, I have it here. I just want to
Wait, you-
check something.
Neo, you're gonna need a dust stone to evolve Dowblade when it evolves.
Yep, and I believe certain someone here has that.
They've used
But,
it.
but
I thought they didn't.
Well, they're gonna be using it on the lamp, aren't they? So,
Oh
Chandler
yeah.
is the dust stone Evo.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
You keep getting a lot. You guys want a lot of Evo Stone Pokemon, okay? You guys have to deal with the consequences.
Well,
I
you're
have a-
giving them to us.
Yeah, you have to deal with the consequences of having to find the Evo Stones, right? Is
Yes,
what I
but
mean.
it's like, yeah. You're like, you guys want, you're the one giving them to us.
Yes, I'll have to give them to you, but you've got to deal with the consequences of them being tricky to evolve, right?
the Otter wishes you luck, man.
Thank you, Otter.
I don't think she's currently in your chat. She was mentioning sending me about a baseball game. I mean, a basketball game.
Yeah,
no
I mean, she's
Sonic
asking the-
moves on this thing. Unfortunate. So instead, what balls do I have? You're not that. You're no
Well,
Sonic
technically-
move. You're
It
not
gets
Space
technically a
Theme.
Sonic move, Sleep Talk, as a TL move. Is that Sonic? It might be.
Hold on.
Encore. Is that Encore Sonic or not?
Encore is Sonic. No, Encore is not considered Sonic. It's considered social.
All
Yeah.
this differences.
You say Sleep Talk? I don't think Sleep Talk is.
It's not musical. The ball is the ball is supposed to, in a sense, be
It's-
musical.
I think we had it as like more like song dance type.
Wait, it gets Swords Dance as a TM. Does that count?
I wrote this.
Technically,
Yeah. So yes, so it does say. The way that I was worded that I had it was, you know, it's the minus 20 mod for against Pokemon that learn dance or Sonic moves.
It gets as a TM.
I mean, if we're counting the TMs, then it would work.
Up to the DM.
I think we were.
I
Like,
don't
something like
remember.
round wouldn't count.
Yes, I know you said round doesn't count because it can be learned by fucking everything. So, she is gonna wind back like a baseball pitch as this thing like readies its hammer and is gonna go full fastball special sing ball. And I
I'd hit it.
believe with my thing it gets a further minus 10 because of my snare ability. And so that is a negative 18.
I think you
Aren't
might.
you supposed to throw to hit it first
Oh.
with the Pokeball?
Oh, yes, I guess I do.
It's gonna try a baseball. I'll keep that for the catch if you hit it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, you do need to hit it first.
If anything happens, I have extra second pass to you if you don't repair the ball.
And this is 1d20 minus 4?
Yes.
Okay, let me see. To all accuracy checks made
So
with...
highest is better here.
Ah, so it's only minus 2 for me. That's a
Well,
pop.
that's not 20.
That's a nat 20.
I'm just gonna be honest. Yeah, you catch this.
I'll just be like,
Woo.
not this time. We bunk together.
if we bunk now, we bunk now together. I know it doesn't fit perfectly. I try my best.
yeah, and then I will go.
You've got a Tink.
What abilities does this have?
Also, this Tink I didn't follow you to join you. This
Wait.
Tink is trying to hunt down this Rookity.
Wait, and the Pokédex Dawn posted, it evolves at level 20.
So you get a Tough.
Oh, it does? Okay, so the Gen 9 homebrew dex is different.
The one that Dawn has penned in the channel. That's the updated one that they got from Bakura.
Oh, is that PTU Panda Games or Paldea Dex?
Paldea Dex, yeah.
Okay, let me grab that.
Its abilities are either Own Tempo or Mode Breaker for basic, and then Pickpocket or Courage.
Oh,
Oh
I
God!
wish.
No, no, not a pickpocket.
No, you're thinking of something else. It's not pickpocket. You're thinking of pick up.
Pick up.
No, pickpocket steals from another Pokemon.
I know, I have that on my Pokemon. I could have had it, I think.
Now,
my
in
Morgan.
the original homebrew decks, one of its advanced abilities was huge power.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, my Morgan
Oh.
has Pickpocket.
Hold on, man. I'm gonna screenshot the evolution thing for you and post it.
Tink.
That's Tinkating's evolution in the
Yeah, I'm
Gen
seeing it now.
9. Yeah.
Oh, don't forget to roll for Shiny. It's Shiny, it's
Okay.
just its hammer.
It was like
Jason.
36.
Oh, I missed
36.
It's not a great Shiny.
So let's
Oh.
go. Exclamation point, roll 1d2? Or actually, it would be 2d2. So I've got Mold Breaker Pickpocket.
Yeah, Pickpocket doesn't come into use often, but it's not bad when it does.
And thing
it's up to Dawn if, like, do you think Pickpocket is ever going to be a thing?
Like, it would only really work against evil teams, because, like, thing. But, like, you know what I mean?
It depends
like,
on you. I could always change out my Pokemon if you don't think we should use it.
Like, here's what I'm gonna say. Like, against evil teams, you could still stuff, right?
Yes.
But all the other trainers know that's respectable league battles.
Well, didn't you say so to me? If we're in a gym battle, we'll give back at the end, but evil
Yeah,
team
you get it for the battle.
So
but
it
evil
will be
teams-
used. It's just we don't get to keep the item unless it's against an evil team.
Yeah, as a fair game thing. Like it's not.
So it
No.
will get used quite often, Med.
Okay.
But you can use it in battle, right? For that battle, until you have to pass it back to the trainer afterwards.
Well, Bed, the good thing is your new mod can ignore abilities from other Pokemon.
Yeah, I basically ignore all enemies' defensive abilities.
But unfortunately, my bodyguard. What use the enemies, so I can still use that on you when the ally situates.
Yes. And then Pickpocket.
But I have Pickpocket on my Morgrim.
If the user has a held item, if the opponent has a held item and the user does not, the user takes the held item the opponent is holding.
You know what? I know what other Pokemon like Med will get. I'm just choosing for the others because you each guys. You get.
I'll have future fishing spots. So if this is a special area, I probably won't fish.
This is the closest to a spacey area you're gonna get.
So I'll probably do this. Yeah.
I'm just trying to think what I would send your way.
Fair.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just say how two of your wish lists are so similar in certain ways?
You've commented on this before. I'm assuming one of them probably my list.
And Neo's.
Yeah, Sweeping and Neo.
I'm fine with stuff not on my list, like I said.
Because my list is almost non-existent. Just because I really don't know and I don't really care.
Mine is just whatever sounds cool to me at the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh. Thinking.
Hey, oh, go ahead.
I'm just thinking. I'm looking at Pokemon.
Also, I used up one charge of my mentor. I'll say this. Yes, go look at 25. Sorry.
Mad.
Oh.
Look at the moveset my Honedge currently knows at the moment.
Oh yeah, I was looking it up and I was like, I knew for a fact that you just got Shadow Snake.
Thing is, Automize and Sword Stance.
Yeah.
2+2 combat stages, attacks.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Covet
So-
and Rock Smash.
Someone roll a d4 for me.
A D4.
Yeah, 1 second.
Who?
Beat it 2.
Okay, B's going next. I just
Oh,
like when
okay.
it comes to the next Pokemon, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, you notice something. I'm just gonna look at the Mega Dex to see what this Pokemon would be right now. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But you do notice a Pokemon. Well, you don't exactly see a Pokemon, I would say. But you hear
Okay.
something.
Okay.
Um,
Is it a sound
Try-
she can repeat?
not really.
Okay.
It's not a voice. It's nothing like that. It's a bell.
Okay.
I have an idea.
She's gonna
of what
follow
this
the
could
bell.
be.
She doesn't have any instruments. She doesn't. She can't. Well, they like join in her with her own music, but she can. She's gonna. If the bell is like ringing in some sort of melody, she's gonna echo the melody.
And there
She-
is a
she
bit
can't-
of melody for this bell.
Okay.
So,
She's gonna kind of like mimic the melody or two, like when it does if like while she's on her way towards it, she's gonna mimic
well,
the
it's
melody.
less of a bell, more of like chimes, because
Yeah.
I was looking at things like.
Oh,
like,
I'm well aware of what you're doing.
yeah, you know what
Oh.
Pokemon you're hearing.
Yeah, I know what Pokemon you're hearing. That's why I'm saying if there's like a melody that she can, if there's like a
There
melody
is a
she
bit
can
of a
echo,
melody to the chimes.
she's gonna she's gonna echo the melody.
Yeah, there is a bit of melody to the chimes.
Just with like vocalization, like ah la, like that sort of thing.
Yeah.
She's just kind of echoing it like that.
So you kind of follow the melody going through. Like you hear it, it kind of seems to be like echoing back, like almost a call and response kind of style.
Mhm.
It seems to almost be singing with you.
Okay. She's with it like joining in. She's like she's got a smile on her face and she's enjoying this immensely.
As you go towards that, you see a Chimecho.
Okay.
I had a feeling that's what you were heading towards.
Yeah, I was.
It's one of the
Very-
few Pokemon on... Well, Chingling, the Prevo, is one of the few Pokemon on B's wish list.
Yeah.
And it kind of works in the area, and while it's not a Space Ball Pokemon, I'm thinking this catch, you're gonna get
Music.
one Space Ball, one non, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna get one Space Ball Pokemon, one non each, so I need to think of what Space Ball's
She's
kind of
gonna
thing.
kind of go she's approaching the Chimecho. She's like I've got a lot of Pokemon who can sing, and I could sing myself, but I don't have a lot of Pokemon who can help with music. The background. You want to join me?
And then it does like a little tune in response.
She's gonna
Yeah,
with the biggest smile on her face, in the yay sort of thing. She's gonna echo it back the way she's been.
Yeah, they're just singing through to each other back and forward, kind
Yeah.
of like it's cute.
And she's gonna talk, her the music ball. I'm assuming this thing learns freaking like Sonic moves.
If it doesn't, we've got an issue.
I think.
And
Hold on.
It gets
One of
Healing
its.
Bill or whatever.
I would say I'm
Heal
pretty
Bill.
sure Heal Bell is a move. It is a Sonic. Hold on. Just check.
it gets Rain Dance as a TM.
It also gets rain dance. Yes, and Heal Bell also counts. So yes, it counts. It works.
It does get Synchronoise too.
Yeah. So yeah, it gets. So yeah,
Its
she
high
brings out
ability,
her
soothing
music
tone
ball.
is perfect.
She brings out one of her music balls.
I wouldn't say you have to roll to throw, just roll to catch.
Okay. It's D100 minus 20. It's a 6. I think that catches, guys.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You have some interesting abilities. It has one base ability, so you just roll for advanced speed.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at it. You guys don't have to look at all of this for me. I look at this
I'm
stuff
just
too.
curious.
Okay.
You want someone to roll a d3 for you, Dawn?
I need to look and
Or,
see
actually, no,
if
Med needs to do the last bait, so I know
Oh,
if
yeah.
it's successful.
Yes.
Med.
100. That ain't a shiny.
That's not the end of the world.
I think that's successful.
It's a soft 20.
Question: Are you using the Steedy as bait? Out of curiosity.
No, I am using my honey.
Oh, I had an interesting idea with the
I'm
Steedy.
definitely using the Steenie.
Yay! it's a really stupid idea, okay? But so a Pokemon does eventually approach, and it looks, it's been like, this smells good, but like it seems to be internally debating something. This
Oh.
Pokemon seems to be stuck in an internal debate, like looking between the Steedy and itself, kind of like.
You need some help deciding something there, bud?
And it does a gesture that's like, but if I eat this, is this cannibalism because I'm a plant? Kind of gesture.
Ooh, you know, that's a pretty valid point. I think, like, even if it doesn't count, that is going to sort of stick with you existentially. So, would you rather, like, I have honey here, which is, like, just as sweet and not living.
It's like, this Petalil looks up just like, honey?
Oh, yeah.
And also, this counts because Sunstone, I said, counted as part of the space.
Yeah.
Me and Connie are just sort of able to, like, find these.
Also, you see why I wanted the Steedy to be the one doing it now?
Yeah.
Because the whole, is this cannibalism? You're a plant, I'm a plant, is this cannibalism? Kind of just a little joke on the Petalil.
So, like, you know, if you love your sweet stuff, we find this stuff all the time.
The Petalil is just like a little nod of just like, okay, like sweet stuff.
Yeah. And then so I'll just kind of like lay out some of the honey for it, and as it is snacking, I am just gonna sort of bonk.
Roll to catch.
Rolling the thing. 100 minus 30. It is a 30.
Yeah, a catch.
Yeah.
Okay. Now someone roll a d2 for me.
Well,
Me
1
too.
second.
So I want to add the.
Oh.
Not a shiny Petalil. Hey, Med, your Brion evolved.
I know, I saw. But Neo rolled the D2 and got a 1.
Hey, that's Weepin. I haven't decided what Pokemon I was. Let me just look for a second. I'm just trying to think. I said I would do one space themed Pokemon per person. Currently.
I will. So I obviously use the music box, but Dawn, you said that Pokemon with like day-night levels
Can be argued.
I guess that is, can be argued, because it does evolve at night.
It's more of a music Pokemon than I would
Yeah,
say
no, it's
space.
fine. It's fine.
It goes
I'm
for,
not
like, it
saying
can-
that to change it. I'm just saying, hey, wasn't this a thing that we mentioned? Also, I
Yeah,
realized
it's
I
like-
should do this.
A lot of the space Pokemon,
that
it's like, can it be argued? Yes. If so, it'd be your argument. You know what I mean?
Weeping, I will be using that nature thing that is up special defense, down special attack. I'm pretty sure this thing is a
Careful.
special attacker. You said what was
Actually,
it?
no. You
Careful.
could go Hisuian if it has to.
Oh no, Petalil is. No, that's not Petalil.
There,
That's
I'm actually need to look at its
Tobacco.
moves and stuff.
I'm
but...
gonna pin this, but yeah.
Oh.
There. There you go. That's the
Honestly?
chart.
So you're just looking around for Pokemon, like normal. And you just try to see what you spot. And you kind of get towards the edge of the cliff without being dangerous, right?
Yeah.
And you see something in the water down below.
Oh, how far down is the water?
A little bit down.
Does it look like this is in trouble?
No, it seems pretty happy in the water, like on the edge, like where it's kind of a bit muddy.
I'm gonna try something that I'm not trying to scare it, but I'm gonna try and get down there. I'm gonna sit out Gyarados and slide down its back like a water slide.
What it's like, and roll for acrobatics, but still, you don't really have to get very high because this is gonna be funny either way.
Okay, that's not it.
I found a very
13.
interesting move.
Yeah, you successfully rolled out you successfully used Gyarados as a water slide. And you see this cute little Pokemon. You know what? Roll a D100 for me now.
7.
No, it's not shiny. I wish this was shiny. It
I
was so
never.
cute shiny.
Yeah, it happened.
So you get, so you see this Pokemon, and it's just looking up at you, and it's just playing in the water, and it squirts a little bit of water at your face.
I want to clap my hands towards it to make it seem like I'm happy.
It's not just like trying to basically start a little water fight with you.
I'm gonna start splashing around with it.
Also, and so yeah, and then you just see Mudkip.
When you said playing in mud, I had a feeling.
Actually,
You have
actually,
Mudkip on
so
your
if
list.
at this point Musa can join, she's gonna be joining in with Bubbles, playing with water.
They're having a water fight with this Mudkip.
Yes, this is what is happening.
I'm gonna be laughing. I'm gonna say, I'm really enjoying this. Do you want to come with us? We have these kind of things all the time.
She'll say, Mitchell, you know that.
And it just sees, and it does a little squirt of water at the Poplio, like.
But Bubbles
It's
will
like
return it.
Yeah, it's like, and then another one at the Gyarados, just like squirting water at all the water types. The Mudkip can see. It's just kind of a little yes of like, they can squirt water too. We can have giant water fights.
Let me
Is
check
Mudkip
if
like,
Mudkip gets any singing or dance moves.
I don't think.
It'll be a Mars Stomp, but we can pretend it's a Mudkip right now.
yeah, it'll be a Mosh Top, but like the cute Pokemon. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let me check.
Here for the cute
I
Pokemon.
don't see any. I see ones that are sound, but they're not singing. Or it gets rain dance as a TL. Does that
That
count?
counts.
I'm gonna use a
dance is
music
feminine.
ball. Do I just? I'm tapping on his head. Do I need to roll to hit?
You don't need to roll to hit, just roll to catch.
30.
That catches. You get a Mudkip.
Okay.
You have a Mudkip.
I had to think of a name of this. It's a
I
very-
haven't made my
no,
game
no.
late.
I know which one
What?
you're thinking of too, Don. Probably
Are you thinking dingus or lobster?
lobster.
Or dragon. Or just dragon.
I might just do dragon.
I will say, here's the thing: if you call it dragon, don't send it out at the same time as Elisa's. She also has a. Well, it's not exactly a Mudkip anymore, but has a shiny Swampert
Swampert.
named Dragon.
Just dragon the Swampert, beat dragon the Mosh Top. Dragon beat dragon. Just Spider-Man meme.
Multiverse.
You know what? You don't spot anything at first, Varus. Until something kind of flies past you for a second. And then again, there seems to be just something like spinning around your head.
What's going on here?
You see this little star thing in like a brown star thing, like with a slightly a slightly cracked shell, kind of look.
Wait, are you one of those meteor?
It does like a little like dance, kind of like, you know what I mean, like a way to say yes. It's a meteor.
Huh. So, what are you doing here, little buddy?
It's like it kind of like gestures like with like points towards it, like by tilting towards like the rocks, like it lives near the rocks, and like and also points toward Aurora as in like friends with Aurora's video, or was like knows Aurora's video as well.
Oh, so you're one of her Meteor's friends.
Like you just get a little nod.
Well, Meteor, with you being over here, it sounds like you want to be my friend.
And you just get like this video's just bouncing up and down like very quickly.
All right, then. How about you come with me then?
And the video does a nod.
So
He's adorable.
Roll to catch.
D100 minus 20, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a catch.
Yeah, that catches. Also, can you do roll a d7 for me?
Oh, see which
So, no, roll a
Meteor?
d100 first. Roll a d100 first.
Is that overrides it?
Yeah.
That overrides it. If you get a shiny video, there's a difference. No, now roll a d7. You get a red core video, which is the one that looks pink.
Huh.
Okay. Yes, you got a video. And I'm guessing, yeah, that was a spaceball one. I said that each of you were going to get one encounter with a spaceball, and it was really tricky to choose yours. I was like, I'm sure you'd appreciate a little floating meteor.
Yeah.
Oh, I just thought of the best name for this one.
Fair.
Cosmo.
Yes, I see that. But yeah, those are the Pokemon you guys got.
Yeah.
And I
Well-
can't decide which was my favourite catching session encounter. Was it Clefairy? Or was it Petalil questioning cannibalism?
Dawn. Since
Yeah?
I only found this as Mudkip, can I get a move that it would have learned as Mudkip, but it doesn't learn as March Stomp?
Sure.
It's a level 20, it's just Mud Sport.
Okay.
And I'm using another one of my things on here. Because at level 22, it gets Mud Bomb.
Hey.
If people wouldn't mind me grabbing 2 uses of the mentor,
I still have one use. You can,
Yeah, and I've still got all 3 of mine.
then I am going to grab Giga Drain for Garlic, my new Petalil.
My Curious. And also this, I will say this because it is history of Pokemon are somewhat like tricky to get unless you specific story stuff happens. It would be a normal elegant. Okay?
Fair. And
But
then
if you want history of one, you just chat to me at some point, right?
yeah. And then on look, because Dawn said it, I absolutely had to name my Tank Nifty.
Also, last chance. That just boosts my water attack, right?
Yep.
Look at PTO Mythical Ward. That's 2
Yeah,
abilities.
+5, and then +10 when you're below a third.
And then the other ability, I get bonus 1d10 to down souls with water type moves.
Oh, nice.
Yep. He only has water gun right now, but still. Is anyone know if Marstomp's mostly special attacker, right?
It's physical actually.
Yeah, it's more physical.
Dang.
I will say this: if you can somehow set up Rain Dance, you would have +5 from Rain, +5 from your last chance, and +5 from or +1d10 from Damp.
Yeah, I don't get very any water moves as this. I get Muddy Water at 38, but that's about it.
Yeah, it's
No
its
one
move
had-
pool's kind of ass.
Hold on, no one has the thing for where if we have a ability we don't want, we can change
Next
it.
That
level,
will be
I
next
am.
level.
Okay, that's what I thought you said.
You aren't getting a level this session, I will say.
What's up?
You aren't getting a level this session, it's more of a story session.
Understandable.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yay!
So, what did you guys think of the session and catching session? I know
Was
it was a bit on the
interesting.
shorter end, but
It's okay. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
festival session.
My god. Dawn?
Yeah?
You
What
didn't
happened?
realize that Meteor's high abilities illuminate.
Ooh.
You are not getting a bright powder. If you get a bright powder, you're not allowed to put it on Minior, okay?
Fine.
That is one rule. You have one rule, and that's no bright powder on Illuminate Pokemon. I think it's Illuminate that does that, might be?
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah, it's Illuminate. It's Illuminate.
Because
Well,
I
I was
will
like,
say,
huh.
this is not the first person you've said this to here. I have a Lampent, which is a possible
Yeah,
Chandelure.
your Lampent. I also may or may not. I don't think I've actually shared which one yet, which is kind of on purpose. But yeah, I may or may not have had a Pokemon that had Illuminate, and
I'm
it
gonna-
was the most annoying thing in the world for Makara.
I want to move around my team some.
This thing single-handedly won a gym fight because of Illuminate and leftovers, because things kept missing.
So I have nicknames for my Pokemon, obviously. Dragon and then Talos for Golett.
You have my headphones on?
Me?
Yeah, they're
No,
probably easy number.
no, they're. Oh, do you have the one with the green line?
Probably.
They're. I think. Bud's been stealing them.
Oh.
They're over. They are over here. Hold on.
Oh.
Yeah, I got an accounted on, so that's why I did the thingy.
I'm trying to figure out how this works.
You catch Pokemon, you randomly get an encounter from it.
Okay.
Run.
So if you have that, oh, there's a Pokemon if you want to try and catch it.
What happened?
It's a.
Oh, in the
thingy
Poke
down.
2 thing.
Oh, you open chest with loot. You could just do one of those things, Dawn, where you start the Quetzalcoatl or whatever it's called.
I'll do that soon.
I assume that this is where the actual session will now come to an end.
Yeah.
Yep.
So be
No, it's
afraid of my
assigned to
Golett with
my-
Iron Fist. If I can somehow get Drain Punch on that, that'll be. Let me take a look at that.
Can I get a reminder of what Spirit Surge does again?
It doesn't need to hit something to do it, so you can just hit mid-air, and if it hits the number, it happens.
And
Yeah,
if it doesn't if the second ability doesn't require a roll to happen, then it just auto happens.
You know, Meteor does know Ancient Power.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
I also got Metal Claw on Tinkatuff.
Yeah, currently Meteor has Tackle, Defense Curl, Roll Out, Confuse Rate, Swift, and Ancient Power.
Alright, so Galore has one ability that changes. It's not the one I have, but I wonder, what does Prime Fury do?
I don't know, but that sounds insane.
User becomes enraged and gains +1 combat stage in each of attack and special attack. So, it's like raging as a barbarian.
Yeah, essentially. Well, thank you guys all for joining us for both this impromptu roleplay session and catching session all in one. Aren't you so lucky? We're gonna do some shifting around of our team members, and then next time we're gonna head to an entirely different town to see if we can swindle that bad team again. So
So
join us next time, and we will see you by the firelight.